long. It's not as chaotic. I'll start recording too, and I am live. Woo! Hello, welcome back. It's been a couple days. Last stream was a little short, so I am gonna be doing another stream today, right now. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Anyway, I did a few runs off camera, just because floor 1 is not that interesting. A lot of it is just sitting in Party Finder trying to figure out what to do. And we do actually have a couple upgrades we can do now, which is kind of exciting because we actually got a better Dreadlord sword, and it's actually quite a bit better. Right now it's not better because it's, you know, it's not starred and it's missing a lot of things, but it is a lot better if we just fix it up. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna be doing like right now. I should have a little bit of undead essence, not too much, only 60, but it should be enough to at least get it to a couple stars. Obviously, I want heroic on it as well for that extra intelligence. Odd is not it. Gentle is not it. Heroic, exactly what I wanted. And as you can see, it already has like another 35 intelligence or something crazy like that, which is really, really nice. I will just salvage my old heroic Dreadlord sword. Only 13 essence, but it is what it is. Yeah. And we need to go into essence crafting, and we need to go upgrade item. And I'm going to try to upgrade this a couple times. It should be pretty cheap. Yeah, it is pretty cheap to upgrade, so I think I'll just go all the way to 4 stars, honestly. Yeah, the 5th star is going to be quite a lot more expensive, and I don't have the undead essence for it, but that's fine. And yeah, the plan for today is, obviously, we want more Kata XP, as we are still only Kata 9. I did get Kata 9 off stream, but there was only a couple runs, so it's nothing too interesting. But yeah, I will actually also just quickly check I am live streaming to the correct channel, because it would be kind of awkward if I wasn't, and I am. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna be alive for a while today, so hopefully we can get a few things done, because there's a couple things I want to do today. First off, I wanna try to see if we can potentially try to grind out a piece of dragon armor. We are over halfway there with the holy frags. If we can get a holy boot, for example, that could be nice. It could be a decent upgrade to what we have right now, but honestly, it's nothing too crazy. What I really want to try to get is maybe a piece of wise, maybe unstable, maybe strong, maybe superior. One of those pieces, maybe young as well. And how I want to do that is actually by grinding out some summoning eyes, because that could help us quite a lot. We do have the Dreadlord sword, which does do some damage, like with the right click, but it's honestly not very much. I will quickly also just put smite on it, because I almost forgot to do that, which will give us quite a bit more damage against undead mobs in dungeons, obviously. Yeah, we can also just do the daily enchantments here, which shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, we're just after the EXP. Emperor Risen 5 does nothing for us. And yeah, there is some EXP here, so I will just take that. And yeah, that's pretty decent. Nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. Yeah, that should level us up in enchanting, and it indeed does. It also levels up our taming, actually, which is kind of exciting. Quite a lot of Skyblock HP there. Plus 10 for both, actually. So that's plus 20 Skyblock HP, which is very nice. We didn't unlock this triple strike enchantment, which isn't really that important, but we did get another 0.5% of ability damage, which does help a lot, actually. So that's really nice. We're getting really close to enchanting 20, which is when we first can start doing some of these add-ons, which will boost our HP rates greatly. There's also a whole bunch of bestiary mobs here. Apparently I can't actually use my Dreadlord sword though, so that's a little annoying. I will just kill all of these, or potentially a couple bestiary tiers, maybe one. Nope, nothing. Okay, that's fine though. Wasn't counting on it anyway. I will keep the ender pearls on me right now, because they are kind of useful in dungeons, and we will be doing some more dungeons very, very shortly. I do want to collect these redstone minions. I have already collected them once today, and I do actually think they might have enough redstone for us. To the point where we can actually start or get some more accessory bag slots, which would be very nice. We are at that point where we need enchanted redstone to actually level them up, so I am just collecting the redstone, and yeah, we did. We got the medium accessory bag upgrade. That's another extra 6 slots in our accessory bag, which is very, very nice, because now we can actually go for some more accessories, which will potentially be very helpful. For now, it's not too important, because there's no accessories we want to get right now. But in the future, and not very long, honestly, there probably will be some. I could actually mine out some more redstone, and I do think from just mining these blocks, we can potentially get enough to upgrade one of these. I do think I want to do that, because that will be more inventory space for them. Or for that one minion at least, which will be very, very nice. Well, because we don't have compactors, because we don't have any storage chests right now, it is a bit of a pain, because these minions can only really produce a little bit before they just kind of fill up and can't produce anything else. So, yeah. It does take a while to get our redstone collection up, but we are slowly working our way through it, which is nice. Once we kind of unlock super compactors and get a little bit more cobblestone and stuff like that, we will be able to progress much more quickly through the redstone collection, which will be nice. But that will probably require a little bit more inventory space than we have right now. We're almost at level 19, which means we almost will get another slot, which is very exciting actually, because I am very much running out of inventory space at this point. I am contemplating throwing out at least the unstable dragon fragments. I might keep the young for a little longer, but yeah. Another redstone minion upgrade, which is actually a couple Skyblock EXP. Not enough to level us up, but it's a little bit. So, yeah, we'll take that. I will just throw out the rest of the redstone, because we honestly don't need it. And yeah, I think I will just try to go back to the dungeon hub and see if we can get into another floor one run for now. Because I do think that's kind of the best thing we can do. We have a few coins. We almost have 500,000 in total. I got a little bit of coins from selling some enchanted healing potions, which was kind of nice. So we'll just join this party. And hopefully we can get a run going. But yeah, our goal today, as I said, is obviously trying to get some piece of dragon armor. The thing about dragon armor right now, though, is we can't actually use it in dungeons because, well, it requires catacombs level 12 if we want to dungeonize it, which is a little bit painful because we are only right now catacombs level 9, as I also said before, which means we are a little bit off. We should be able to get there without too much problem in not too long, but for now, obviously, it is still a little bit out of our reach. Also, I almost died right then. I might actually die to this guy. Never mind. Also, we are actually doing a lot more damage than I was before. Before I got this better Dreadlord sword, I was actually doing probably about half the damage I'm doing right now, which is huge, honestly. Yeah, just that extra intelligence that we're getting about 150 extra intelligence, I want to say. And obviously, the base ability is a lot more strong, or a lot stronger than the other Dreadlord sword I was using, which is very exciting. But yeah. In floor 1, obviously, you don't really care too much about any of the secrets. You just kind of want to clear rooms and do puzzles. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to do here. We got a minus hunter. Apparently it's Diana right now, it seems. And we just got a minus hunter bestiary. That does actually remind me, we do have a bestiary tier that we can actually claim, which will give us some combat XP. It won't be too much, but it will be some. I'm not sure if it's enough to actually level us up, but it might be. Also, I want to see if I can kill this angry archaeologist. And we did. Nice. And we got another bestiary tier as well. Nice. Not off that kill, but another guy killed someone. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of low right now, so I do want to just kind of chill for now. I do want to try to get in that room down there, but there are some dead skeletons here that are kind of spooky. Just because we don't really have any sort of significant EHP. We could potentially try to upgrade our heavy pieces a little more, which would give us more EHP, obviously, but for now it's not really worth it. Since we hopefully can swap these out for some better pieces of dragon armor, for example, and not too long, but yeah. I am also holding on to these soldier leggings. I will be holding on to any sort of skeleton soldier, potentially skeleton grunt as well, but mainly skeleton soldier, pieces because they do actually give quite a lot more damage. Then a lot of the other armor I can get my hands on at this current stage. So yeah, I do want to have them because we are obviously trying to see if we can maybe not one-tap Sealets, but at least get a little bit of damage, or like get closer to one-tapping them. If we can two-shot them, for example, I think that would be okay. Not great, but okay, at least. And yeah, we do actually have enough for an S here, so I think we should just try to see if we can go. I could do some secrets in this room, I guess. I might as well. Couple mobs here. Do still have to be careful. I don't actually think it's worth it now that I think about it, but there is one down here that I could get. There's a Wither Essence as well, which can be nice. We will eventually need a lot more Wither Essence, because some of the Wither Essence upgrades you can get in the dungeon shop, for example, is very useful. Obviously, if we want to actually star stuff like Wither Armor, we will need it. And we obviously do at one point, once we actually get our hands on it. But yeah. For now, though, we just, yeah, keep going. And we are at S at this run, so there's no real reason to continue doing secrets and stuff, but we are just kind of waiting for them to clear blood. No worries, DH. Hope you have a good day. Oh, we did actually get a Skeleton Soldier helmet, which is very nice. That does have quite a decent amount of base crit damage, too. Not quite as much as the leggings we got, but enough for them to probably be worth keeping. I'm not sure. They do have to be pretty solid before they're actually an upgrade to, on the End Island, for example, compared to just Ender armor. But I do think these have the potential, at least, to be more powerful, which is why I am keeping them. And yeah, there are some secrets down here that I guess I can just try to do. We're almost at S+, which is kind of interesting. We could potentially maybe get S+ at some point. Ugh. Okay, that barely didn't kill me, which is something. I do actually have to get up there, I forgot. Okay, but yeah. We're just going into the boss fight here, and should be a pretty easy Bonzo kill. We do have some people who are a little bit higher cat level than me as well, so yeah. I am also doing decent damage at this point myself. With this upgraded Undead Sword. It is just still our EHP that's kind of lacking. Yeah, I'm almost gonna get killed here, but we're good. We'll just swap to the Bonzo Mask, just so I don't accidentally throw the run. The Bonzo Mask has been quite useful, just for keeping me alive, which is kind of nice. But yeah, we did get him. We did have a couple deaths there, but it doesn't really matter, because it's still S. So no worries. If we do drop a Monster Staff, I do want it, obviously, but we don't really have the money to actually buy it, so we would have to find a way to actually make some solid money, which we currently don't really have any good ways of doing. We could kill, like, just mobs in the end, which is probably our best bet, honestly. But yeah, no interesting drop. We did get a Rejuvenate book, which is always nice. We will need a lot of those, but yeah. We're gonna go back to the dungeon hub here. We do have 2 pieces. We do actually have almost 3 pieces of the skeleton armor, which is kind of nice. I do want to see if I can get a chest plate, maybe. That would be really nice. Yeah, this party is kind of... I will just leave this party for now. I do think I want to do at least one more floors, one run here before we move on. Yeah, I will just do one more floor 1 at least. Let's see if there's any, like, parties. Nope. Only parties are for master mode. There's a party right there. Nice. Got filled pretty fast. Very nice. I'm playing at a pretty good time, it seems, for parties, which is nice. I was playing earlier. It took a lot longer to actually find parties. You kind of have to play around that with the lower floors, at least. On the higher floors, such as floor 6 and floor 7, even floor 5, it's pretty easy to find parties. But for floor 1, because people kind of get through it so fast, it's a little bit harder. Also, this guy is running around with squash armor and ranger boots. That's a crazy setup. We do have someone with full unstable, and okay, someone just insta-died, but that's fine. Oh my god. We got rarity upgraded, it seemed. That could actually be really huge. They are not updating right now, but that is normal for rarity upgraded pieces actually to just not update for a bit. That could be very exciting actually. Those could be quite useful for us, just because we are looking for pieces that give a lot of damage. And yeah, it does give, it looks like a base plus 30% crit damage, which is really, really nice. Plus that legendary rarity from the rarity upgraded piece here will actually be pretty big too. It isn't a chest plate, which is a little tragic, but it is good. If it's this one, yeah, it's those ones. It is good. It is very good. Still. It might not. I'm actually not sure. We'll see. We'll see when they update. We'll see if they are actually useful or not. But yeah, we did get a rotten piece here. I will just drop them because my inventory is completely full. Also, these are just straight worse than the other ones we have, so I will also drop those. But yeah. You still have to be very careful. We're doing some pretty solid damage at this point, which is very nice. It does mean that we can pretty much one-tap most mobs. If not, we can at least two-tap them, which is really nice. Being able to consistently kill mobs fast helps a lot with not taking too much damage. Obviously, we can still very easily die, which we do definitely have to be aware about. Also, I think that's the last guy. Maybe not. Oh no, I think it was. Okay, nice. We did get the key as well, which is good. I'll just continue onwards here, because the rest of my team aren't really going for blood, so I guess I'll kind of have to. Also, I almost just died there. I will just swap the dungeon to Bonesaw Mask. I'm not too worried if it does pop here, because it will at least be a full heal. But obviously, if we can keep it from popping until we get into the fairy room, we can heal there as well. That would be nice. We clear this room, no problem, pretty much. And yeah, our teammate will also be able to revive here, but he will probably just die again, which isn't too big of a problem, but you know, still a little annoying. There's an angry archaeologist in that room. Not really something I'm willing to fight right now. I would actually much rather fight this young adventurer, just because he does have that potential of dropping young frags, which he did. Nice. We got 17 young frags now, which is good. Young is one of those dragon armor sets that's really, really good for dungeons because they give a lot of speed, which is obviously quite good in dungeons. A lot better in dungeons than compared to out of dungeons, for example. That Crypto Lord is kind of hurting, but we're good. A lot of zombie grunts. There's the angry archaeologist here. I will try to see if I can potentially kill him. I will have to pop my Bonesaw Mask here, definitely. And yeah, we did actually get him. Very nice. Did get a little bit of help, but that's no worries. We're at a B right now, because there's a couple of rooms we haven't cleared yet. I will try to see if I can make it my way down to that long room that hasn't been cleared, because clearing that would give us a lot more score compared to just doing secrets. For the lower floor, secrets really aren't that worth it. A heavy helmet isn't really too useful. I will just drop that just because I am kind of low on inventory space. Do want to keep some slots open for potentially some better pieces of dungeon armor, as well as potentially even a better Dreadlord sword. If we could get a rarity upgraded Dreadlord sword, as I've also said before, that could be very, very huge, because it will increase our damage significantly. Because we obviously will be getting a bigger damage boost from the Reforge itself, and yeah, it will just help a lot. But yeah, for now, we're just still clearing them out pretty easily. Another Soul Steel bow, I don't really care about. These are one of like the few bows we can get, but for bows specifically, I will probably just be sticking with the good old dragon short bow for pretty much the main part of this playthrough. I don't really know if it's worth going for something like the Juju short bow. I'm not quite sure what I want to be in floor 7 yet. I do think it's going to end up being mage though, just because it's kind of the most realistically like doable one. because we can get something like the Spirit Scepter pretty, like, easily, compared at least to a lot of other weapons, and it is very, very solid. And yeah, at this point we have cleared everything, so I do think I will just try to start doing secrets, but I don't actually... Seems like my solver is not really working, so I actually don't know where most of these secrets are. We'll kill him, but I will just drop the revive stones. There's one right here. Very nice. Extra wither essence, always useful. But yeah. It's just kind of looking around here. This is a new room, so I don't really know where the secrets are. I'm assuming there's one up there, but I don't really know how to get up there. I could probably go up through here. Or, you know what, let's just explore this room. We do have enough scores to just kind of go, but they are still struggling to kind of clear blood. Which is not too big of a deal, but yeah. Also, that opened. So we need to find a way to make it over there. I think we can just parkour here. Which is not going to be too bad. Make sure I kill him just so he doesn't knock me off. And yeah, that's another secret done. Training weights, really do not care at all. It sells for 1 coin to the NPC, so it's not even really worth anything to sell. So we'll just leave that. I think there might be a secret down there. Not sure though, so we'll just wait. Someone did die. Again. Which does mean that we can't really go for S+. Not that it matters too much though. It's fine with just going for S. S+, obviously, as I have discussed before, it does give you more RNG meter progress compared to S, but other than that, it's really not that worth it going for. Yeah. Another secret done there. Not that too bad. Blessing of Stone. That's honestly very nice because it gives you a little bit more defense, which means we aren't quite as likely to just get one-tapped. We're still pretty likely to get one-tapped, but yeah. They aren't really clearing blood here, so I think I will just try to see if I can go help them out. It seems like they're kind of struggling. Maybe there's a mob somewhere that they can't kill. Maybe it's like a glitch mob, but I think it's just because they don't do enough damage, which, you know, is fair enough. I'm pretty sure I can pretty reliably kill them, though. Especially with my Thunderstorm. I think that should clear them out pretty easily. Yeah. Some undead bestiaries as well. Which are honestly very nice, because it's one of those few bestiaries that's in dungeons that's not actually shared in the instance. But yeah. That is also blood clear, so let's just head into the boss fight. Shouldn't really have any problems here. Yeah, it really shouldn't be a problem at all, but obviously we do just have to be a little careful for that spinning attack that he does in his second phase, for example. That can potentially hurt quite a bit. Does seem like the rest of our team are kind of struggling with damage, so probably will actually have to carry a little bit here. Okay. Our Bonzo Mask is not refreshed yet from when we popped it earlier the run, so we have to be a little careful for these undeads. But yeah, we'll just spam some heads on him. Yeah, he is kind of chasing down our teammate here. But yeah. Okay. I'm actually the only one. Oh, there's one more guy alive here. We'll just snipe him down. See if I can. Yeah, we can. Should be dead. Yeah, perfect. Not too bad. A little bit of combat XP because we got the final blow as well. It's always nice. I do want to see how far off we are actually off the next combat level. We did get Archer level up here, which is nice. It's an extra Skyblock XP, but it's nothing too important. Nothing in the chests, it seems. Yeah, pretty much nothing in the chest of interest, so I will just take the free chest here. A little bit of undead, a little bit of wither essence, doesn't hurt. An infinite quiver book, which I will just throw out. Actually, it's a feather falling book, but same thing applies. Yeah, we'll just go back to the dungeon hub, and as all floor 1 parties do, I will just insta leave. And yeah, we did get these leggings, which I thought were supposed to be rarity upgraded. But it seems like they're not, actually. Interesting. Maybe if we drop them on the ground, they'll update? No. Okay, that's a shame, because they are actually worse than our skeleton shoulder leggings that we already have. I thought they were supposed to be rarity upgraded, huh? Interesting. Yeah. That's a shame, though. I guess we'll just have to salvage them then. Not too big of a deal, but yeah, a little bit of little sad. Just making sure I'm salvaging the right pieces here. And yeah, we are. Let's just sell these bones to Ophelia, just for a little bit of extra coin. Not too much, but it makes a difference in the long run. We're only halfway to Catacombs level 10, so there's still quite a ways to go for that. No parties right now as well. I do want to do at least one more run here. Potentially two. If we can find a decent party, obviously, that would be huge. Yeah. If not, it doesn't matter too much. A couple of parties now. I'll join the other one that doesn't say that he needs a carry, because I'm not really able to carry with my current setup. We're doing pretty decent now, though. We are definitely doing better than we were before. And yeah. Our Dreadload Sword is actually doing quite a lot of damage here. I do quickly actually want to see if we can visit Portal Hub. Visit Portal Hub. And then, actually, yeah, I completely forgot about these, but yeah, let's actually eat the cakes here. Oh, okay, well, we got into a run. We got a true defense and we got a vitality, which is honestly quite nice. I completely forgot about cakes. I guess we'll get those after. Let's see if this guy can ready up, and it does. Perfect. We have our first staff already. Not to worry. Performing as expected. There we go. That's actually not even the first room clear. I'm guessing there's some start mobs on the second floor here that needs to be cleared out before we can actually move on. Yeah, there is. Okay. Not too bad, though. We do have very good AoE damage, which is nice. We do struggle a little bit with single target, but AoE here we are actually doing quite well on. Without too much issue. I will also quickly pull that lever, because that's potentially... Also, we did drop another Dreadload Sword here. That doesn't look like it's better, honestly. Which is a little bit of a shame, but that's fine. Yeah, it doesn't look to be much stronger, if at all. I do think it's just a little weaker than what we already have, so... That is a shame, but it is to be expected. I don't think we can get a much better Dreadload Sword without it being like rarity upgraded or something. Which obviously there's a chance that it is, but without that, I don't think we should really hold our breath. Did we get that final blow? We did not, sadly. Yeah. Keep playing here. We are getting quite a few different types of essence, which is quite nice. Obviously, Bestiary Tears, always great. Yeah. I do actually quickly want to go in here and check our Bestiary, because we do have a milestone that I have yet to collect here. Yeah, 40,000 combat XP. Nothing crazy, but honestly it's pretty decent, so I think I'll just claim that right now. That does actually level up our combat, which is very nice. We do also get an extra 5 health, which is always useful. But yeah, an extra 4% damage against mobs. Very, very nice. We are combat 18 at this point, which is pretty good. We're making our way up there. Obviously still a very, very long way to go before we can consider ourselves done with combat. I do want to get to at least in the high 40s, if not all the way to combat 50 before we start doing our solo floor 7 attempts, just because it will help a lot with damage. I do think we won't really struggle too much with damage. That's not really my main concern. I do think it's definitely much more EHP that we'll struggle with, specifically healing. Specifically healing the true damage that's going to be dealt from like the lava and from like... I think Maxor in the first phase. Those I do think are going to be a lot more scary than just the just like dealing damage in general. I don't think that's going to be too much of a big deal. Also just drop out these pieces for now because I don't really need them. They're clogging up my inventory quite a bit. There's another couple star mobs over here. Yeah, that is the blood room key. We did get a skeleton shoulder chest plate. Huge. That's actually really, really, really nice. Okay. At this point, I do have actually an entire set of skeleton soldier. Besides the boots, which are Skeleton Grunt, which are a little worse than Skeleton Soldier, but they should be okay. We don't really get anything from the set bonus. It is bonus damage with arrows, which could potentially be kind of useful, but because we're not playing Archer, this doesn't really make too much of a difference for us. We also can't use bows, obviously, for killing Endermen or Sealets, unless we have a Juju, which is quite a long ways off, since I do think killing something like tier 2 Enderman is probably going to be a lot harder than just, like, you know, killing the Sealets. I do think killing Sealets typically comes before you start doing tier 2 Enderman Slayer, so yeah. With that in mind, I don't think Archer is really going to be the way forward for right now. It could potentially be in the future, but for right now, I don't think it's too important. Yeah, this is a yellow room, which is a little scary. We don't actually have our ult either, and we did actually end up dying here. Sad. We're being revived. I do think I had revive stones, so I think I'm just gonna... Oh, okay. Do get revived on a teammate, but that's not too big of a deal. I will make my way back towards the yellow room here. Teammate struggling with killing tank zombies. Which is fair enough. I can't blame him. I do also frequently struggle with killing different mobs. And he is actually tanking for us, which is really nice here. He's also healer, which means hopefully he'll be able to stay alive, at least a little bit. We don't quite deal enough damage to actually go through his golden apple here, which is a little bit of a shame. But we did get him. I didn't get the shards though, which is tragic, but it is what it is. At this point, we are technically in S. I would feel a lot more comfortable if we had a little bit more score. Maybe just doing a couple secrets here. Okay. We are barely in S, but if someone dies, we are going to fall out of S, which is going to be a little bit of a shame. There's quite a large chance that someone does die, just because, as you can see, people don't typically really know what's going on here in the last boss fight. And yeah, we don't really have someone who can really one-shot him or anything as well. Which, you know, could potentially kind of remove the need for extra deaths. But yeah. Once he does his kind of spinning... Oh yeah, someone did die. 2 people actually died. Yeah. A little bit unfortunate. This is not going to be an S, but that's okay. Do have the thunderstorm going now, which hopefully will start targeting Bonzo here. Yeah, that does hurt him quite a bit. Yeah, we do have to be careful still here. Ooh, yeah. I'm the only one alive right now, so I will just chill. Yeah. Should be able to get him right here. No problem. We're 100k EXP off the next combat level, which, yeah, we have kind of reached those combat levels where it starts becoming a little bit difficult to actually level up in combat. A hot potato book for 100k is not bad. Hot potato books are kind of hard for us to get our hands on, so getting them from dungeons is honestly a pretty solid way of getting our hands on some, but 100k is also quite a lot for us right now. And I would prefer if we, like, save that money for some other things I'd rather buy, such as a Bonzo staff. Oh, I will just take the free chest for now. And yeah, I also think I'm gonna kind of stop with dungeons here for now. We can't do more dungeons, and it wouldn't be, like, the end of the world or anything, but I do think we have some better things we can potentially do. This Rejuvenate book, I'm not really sure what I want to put it on. I don't really know if it's worth keeping, honestly. I could put it on my, like, heavy chest plate for now. Sure. I have the XP, so I might as well. But yeah. Since we aren't going to get another one, we can't put it on our dark goggles, which is pretty much the only part of our setup that's really going to stick around for longer. Also, yeah, let me just make sure. Yeah, this... I mean, it's kind of close, actually. Like, this Dreadlit Sword is honestly not too far off being, like, as good as the one we have right now, but I do think it is slightly worse, or at least pretty similar. So I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. So yeah, I will just salvage them, but yeah. At this point, we're gonna kind of go for a little bit of a pivot, because instead of killing... Yeah, instead of like doing dungeons for now, we were gonna try to see if we can kill some zealots. And that actually starts off pretty simple, and that's just gonna be by starting a Void Sword. Since they kind of allowed us to do this not very long ago, this is a pretty big damage increase, and since we do have quite a decent amount of Dragon Essence from the floor ones we've been running, that's a pretty good stat boost. Gave us some extra strength, it gave us 7.5 extra base damage, which is very, very good. And yeah, I did just realize the Void Sword doesn't actually give strength for pieces of the Ender Armor worn. Yeah, so I do think the Ender Armor is going to be our best option here. Yeah, and it does also give strength based off the equipment, so we do want to get our hands on a necklace as well. With that in mind, I do actually think I will just salvage these 3 pieces of Skeleton Soldier. They were a nice idea, and I do definitely think they have like potential. But because of we're using the Void Sword, which just gets stronger when we have the Ender Armor equipped, I do think that's actually going to be a better option. Yeah. They do give 15 Undead Essence at pop, which is honestly very good. And yeah. For now, we don't have any Ender Armor, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually just going to be running around killing some 4k HP Endermen. Do quickly want to check my redstone minions. They're working. Nothing too special. Yeah. I will just go back to Mr. Portal Hub. I misspelled him. There we go. And claim the rest of our cakes, because we only really claim some of them. Yeah. Vitality, we get an extra magic find as well, which is very nice. A couple pieces of strength. All 10 speed, which is honestly quite nice. And yeah, secret chance, Petlock, a little bit of health as well. Not too bad. And yeah, we can go to the end here. There's actually a direct travel to the Dragon's Nest. But since I want to just kill 4k HP Enderman for now, I will just go to the normal end. Yeah. I will try to see if we can like keep this gear, because it is quite useful for us, as it is our best mage setup, or our best dungeon setup in general right now. Yeah. We're doing 6.6k per right click with the Dreadlord sword, which is honestly quite good. Potentially just getting wise on a piece, like on a Ender Armor set could actually make us potentially do like enough damage to like actually kill Zealots with just an undead sword. Wow, okay, we're doing a lot more damage all of a sudden. I think this upgraded Deadlord sword that I got is honestly kind of huge. I kind of did underestimate how good it would be. I do want to kind of try out both, because right now, obviously, we're in complete, like, mage gear, but our Warlord is still doing, like, 4k damage, which is quite good. But yeah, obviously our Dreadlord is actually doing pretty solid damage too, though. So yeah. I do want to try, like, both setups, so, I guess we can kind of try to go for both setups. Yeah, we do already have 2 pieces of the End Armor. And that's kind of why I wasn't too worried when we threw it out initially. It's because it's pretty easy to get your hands on, because it is like a 1% drop chance, and it is affected by looting, it is affected by magic find. So it's honestly more like a 2.5% drop chance at the end of like all the calculations. And even like killing 100 Endermen is not really that hard, or that bad at all. And yeah, we'll just keep killing them here. I do have to clear out these Ender Pearls because they do fill up my inventory quite fast. Enchanted Ender Pearl is interesting, but not really worth keeping. You also have to be a little bit careful of fall damage, but it's nothing too special. We did get the Ender Necklace as well, which is very nice. We didn't need that for the Void Sword. So we're just missing the helmet and the boots at this point. We'll just continue with this setup. There's no real reason to change anything, since we can kill them pretty easily. We're a lot more capable of killing them than I was, like, anticipating us being able to, which is nice to see. But yeah. We're also actually getting quite a few coins here. I'm assuming that's because we have Scavenger 5, honestly, or on our Dreadlord sword. Which obviously is actually a tier 6 enchant, or tier 7 enchant. But yeah, all dungeon weapons, if you didn't know, actually do come with Scavenger 5. Which is very nice because it actually gives us quite a lot more coins per kill than if we didn't have it. So yeah, we're getting over 100 coins per kill, which is honestly quite nice. That is pretty much like the best way for us to get money at this point. We could like potentially try to get a little bit into garden, or like obviously just grinding out ender armor pieces and selling them to NPCs, also pretty solid, as well as endermites. Yeah, mite gel for example does sell very, very nice to NPC. But yeah, also the ender boots already nice. We are just missing the helmet at this point. We haven't gotten a single duplicate. If we do start like running dry, I do think I will just try with like 3/4. We can actually, now that I realize, we can actually like try out a mage setup, because obviously we still want to wear the dark goggles if we're running mage. So yeah, I guess you know what? Yeah, sure, let's try that. I do want to see how good it can be. So yeah, because the end armor does give double stats on the end island if we do reforge them to wise, as well as them having quite a high rarity, being epic, we will get quite a lot of intelligence like off just having them on wise and like having that double stat bonus from the end island. Yeah, mythic is not what we're looking for. We're looking for wise specifically. We could try like smart as well, but because EHP isn't really a problem outside of dungeons, I don't think it's going to be worth it. It is a little expensive here. We're kind of running a little lower money, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah. 3 pieces wise, not bad. Hi. Hello, Reason. Sorry, I didn't see your message. Menacing. I do want to get like brilliant on this as well. Nice, not bad. We can also reforge all these pieces to brilliant, but because they're already astute, which is like +6 intelligence, I don't think it's going to be really worth it. But yeah, with this setup now, we are going to be able to get a lot more intelligence in the end. And yeah, apparently I couldn't visit him. Okay, there's the browser actually. I think it's in fast travel island browser. Yeah, in Portal Hub 2 here. And yeah, they do also have the travel scroll to this, which is very nice. I do also want to see here, they don't actually have Ender Killer on my Dreadlord sword. I'm not sure if Ender Slayer does work on magic damage, but it might actually. And yeah, we are doing 8.8k damage now, which from what I remember is enough actually to kill Sealets in one shot, right? If I'm not wrong. Or not in one shot, in 2 shots. And yeah, it is. Wow, very nice. Also, I do realize this has execute as well. Yeah, okay. This is not bad. This is potentially pretty doable, honestly. We can definitely kill Sealets like this. Is a little bit of a struggle. It's definitely not a guarantee. Also, if we could get a hit on this dragon, I know it's a little bit of like a reach trying to get a hit on a dragon with like a Dreadlord sword, but yeah, we didn't. It just kind of got melted. We do need a proper bow if we do actually want to be able to leech dragons, which honestly we could actually go for it because we have unlocked the dragon short bow. We just haven't dropped it yet, so we could potentially like get that really quick and then get a couple arrows from the watchers, and then we could actually potentially leech pretty easily. Yeah, the dragon just died. There aren't actually going to be any sealet spawns for a little bit, which is a little bit annoying because that's kind of why we're here. But yeah, because this does have a couple enchants I do want to put on it really quick, I will just go back to my island. And yeah, so critical is also potentially quite good. I don't think it helped with magic damage though, which is a little bit of a shame. Cubism doesn't really do anything for us either. Obviously, we do already have looting on it. Smite doesn't really help. Sharpness also doesn't help. But yeah, Ender Slayer could potentially help though, so I will get that. And then there's also Prosecute, which apparently we haven't unlocked yet. So that's a shame. Yeah, we just haven't unlocked that. That kind of sucks, because that means we are going to have a hard time getting a lot more damage. When do you actually unlock Prosecute? Oh, all the way at enchanting 25. Yeah, we're a bit of a ways off for that. Can't really do that right now. Oh my god. These portal hubs, man. Too many visitors, grr. Yeah. Going back to the Dragon's Nest here, or Dragon's Den here, and yeah, I think we're just gonna start grinding out some sealets. Did I one-shot that guy, or what was that? Oh, wow. Okay, we're actually extremely close to one-tapping them. Whoa, would you look at that? There's another guy here. There are probably going to be a couple people grinding out sealess, but we're actually extremely close to one-tapping. That Enderchest enchant did a lot more than I actually initially expected. We're only like 50 damage off. We could probably get that just by like putting a star more on our Dreadlord sword. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Why don't we try that? If we walk to the dungeon hub. And I got kicked. Okay, well. Typical Hypixel moment. We're gonna have to just chill in the lobby for now. Which is fair enough. A little bit annoying, but we'll get over it. Hello, unknown. How are you doing today? But yeah. But yeah, now I guess we just start grinding some sealets. I think that's pretty much the best thing we can do, right? And then let's hope for some Wise Dragon armor. Or Superior. I'll take Superior too. Strong is also not too bad, because that could mean that we could potentially try to pivot into burrs in dungeons as well, which could be good, but I would prefer Wise, just because it's kind of a little bit easier, or a little bit better for mage. You've been good? That's nice to hear. Just waiting to be able to rejoin here. A little bit annoying, it always happens, but yeah. It has been a little bit bad today. It always kind of gets a little bad when there's a lot of people online, but yeah. I've also had trouble just going to the dungeon hub, honestly, so maybe we should just go to the normal hub instead. That could work, yeah. Also, there's some fire sales going on right now. I do not have a creator code, so... I mean, feel free to use your money on this, but... I don't really care. There's a lot of bee skins, which I guess could be kind of cool. So isn't bad. Yeah, Unstable isn't bad either, but... I think Young is honestly better because we would want it for dungeons, right? But I do know Unstable, Strong, Young, Wise. I wouldn't be too mad if we got either of those as our dragons. I just don't want Protector or like Bold because both of those are pretty bad. Pretty bad. Not horrible, but pretty bad. If we got an AOTE or an AOCD, sorry, that could also be very nice. But yeah, Mr. Malik here. I do want an Essence Craft, and I do think we have enough on this Essence, and we do. So this will 5-star it, and I think with that, we might actually just do enough damage. Time for Holy. Yeah, we are kind of working our way towards a Holy piece, which could also be interesting. Obviously, you can't get Holy Dragons, which, I mean, why not? Pretty cringe, honestly, but yeah. I will also quickly reforge one of these to Brilliant. Because that will give a little bit of extra intelligence. Since we were so close, I just kind of want to make sure that we do cross that line. Yeah, we have 2 pieces of Brilliant now. I do think this is enough. So if we go visit Portal Hub, if we go visit Fast Portal Hub, and then go down to the Dragon Nest, I do think with just these couple of upgrades, there just seems to have been a dragon fight here, so we're kind of waiting for the Dragon Nest Egg to regen. But I do think we can actually one-tap Sealess now. This is kind of a low-level lobby, which is not great, because that means there's probably going to be a lot of people grinding Sealess here, but... yeah. If it gets too contested, we might just have to swap lobbies for a couple times before we, like, get one that's really worth grinding in, but yeah. For now, this is pretty solid. We obviously have, like, no EHP, because we don't even have growth or protection on these, but honestly, yeah. Also, yeah, we're able to one-tap now. We did also just get a Bestiary milestone, which I guess I'll claim. It's just +1 health. Doesn't really matter too much, but yeah, nice. We can one-tap Sealess at this point. Very nice. Also, this is a Wise Dragon. Again, it's gonna be hard leeching, because, like, dragons kind of, like, disappear, and we don't even have a bow, so, like, yeah, okay, just kind of died. I think people are doing dragons in this lobby, so I think I want to just try to see if we can find a different one real quick. This one, potentially? Yeah, okay. I don't think people are doing dragons in here. But yeah. People doing dragons does significantly, like, hurt the amount of seedlets you can kill just because they don't spawn half the time. Yeah, I do want to get a bow. There is like the dragon short bow, which I do want to get my hands on. Pretty much now, honestly, but it's a rare drop from the Watcher, so yeah. We can't really guarantee it. Also, I'm kind of concerned that it kind of goes into my stash, which would be kind of bad. But yeah, I will just make sure to snipe any Watchers I kind of can on the side. There's a bunch of Watchers. Oh, I did find it. Nice. And it does already have Dragon Tracer, which is really nice. Okay. So now we have a proper way of actually leeching dragons, which is pretty good. I didn't actually know it came with Dragon Tracer, but that's very nice. Not another instant stash. Yeah. Another stash incident. Some people have pointed out that I should like just allow it if it's accidental. Which maybe I can do at some point if it becomes too much of an issue, but honestly, I kind of like the rules and like that it's, you know, we do have to like make sure that our inventory is kind of clear. Yeah, I just kind of, yeah, want to do my best from preventing it, but yeah. The good thing about the summoning eyes is that we don't drop them directly. We do get that warning with the sealets, the special sealet spawning before. Also, why are we getting... It is Diana right now, but like, yeah, okay, cool. With it being Diana, we could actually also just go for our Griffin upgrade. I do want to quickly check, how much is it to actually upgrade the Griffin? We could also go for the Beastmaster crest. It is a little bit complicated to craft, but we can get our hands on pretty much all of this, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the Griffin upgrade stone does require enchanted gold, which we don't really have any way of getting. I know there's some mythological ritual mobs that do drop enchanted gold, but is there any common one that does drop? Also, something went into my stash. Hopefully it's nothing important. Okay, wait, I'm trying to pick it up. I should do /view stash if I want to see what it is. View stash. I don't think... View stash. Material. Yeah, no, it's just enchanted endstone. That's no worries. We don't really care about enchanted endstone. But yeah. This could potentially take quite a while to actually get an eye. Is this mine? It is. Okay. I mean, I guess it's some extra bestiary tiers, which I honestly am not against at all. Yeah, I guess that's nice. Keep the 1,000 gold for minions. Yeah. Yeah, it would take too long, I think. We could go for the Beastmaster crest, because it doesn't really take anything that's too difficult to get. It's pretty easy to get a milk bucket, and obviously you get both the claws and the feathers from just the mythological rituals. But I'm not really sure if it's worth it, because it is just a common talisman. And I mean, we do have some talisman space now, but yeah, I don't know. It probably is worth it, but I don't know. I just don't really want to do it right now. I want to try my luck on some dragons. Also, kind of need to know how many eyes I need to place to actually be able to get some dragon armor pieces. Because I know it's like different for the piece. Because I know if you like place more like amounts of eyes, you have a higher chance of getting like leggings or something. You'd also get an ender cloak randomly. That's not really useful though. It is 10k to like NPC, so I guess I'll just keep it. But yeah. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. We're getting quite a few kills here, which is not bad. There are other people grinding seedlets, obviously, though, so... We're not getting the best rates ever. We also have quite low speed, just because we don't have young or anything like that, and we don't have a god pot. Which is still one of those things that we kind of need. 4 eyes, third place? Yeah, I don't think you need 4 eyes to be able to get helmets and boots. If you get first place, just that alone is enough to drop helmets or boots. Obviously, we can't get first place because I don't even have a term or anything. So, that's definitely not happening, but... I don't think you need that many eyes. It might honestly just be 1 eye. I do need to look at the wiki. I know it does say on the wiki like how many eyes you need to place to be able to drop different pieces. I know I would need to place a whole 4 eyes if I want to drop the dragon pet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Oh, you wrote can't. I didn't realize that. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Um, but the thing is, if we get a helmet, though, it's kind of useless. Like, unless we get the entire Wise Dragon set, getting a Wise helmet, for example, wouldn't really help a lot. Oh, you have a link? Okay, sure, Pink. You can send that to me. I'd take a look at that. You can send it in chat, yeah. Actually, I don't think YouTube allowed links. You can just DM it to me in game. I can copy it from there. That would be very useful, though. Just so we kind of know what to go for. There's this one other guy here who's kind of grinding them, and he has a lot of speed, so it's kind of hard to compete, but we're getting a few kills here and there, so it's not too bad. Another Griffin level up as well. Not bad. We're getting a decent amount of combat XP as well. We're already up at 15k out of 100k, obviously. We still have a ways to go for the next combat level, but obviously every little bit of XP does make a difference. But yeah. We should be really close to a level up. We did actually get a level up. Oh, I didn't even notice. We can't send it? Oh, that's sad. Advertising against the rules. Maybe you can, like, I don't know, split it up in a couple pieces. Maybe you can just, like, write the URL or something and, like, remove the www or dots or something. You can try to circumvent the censoring. But yeah, we did unlock another inventory slot, which is very nice. Yeah. Obviously, our inventory is still very, very cramped. We do have a lot of ender pearls right now that we don't really need to keep our hands on. As well as this ender cloak, which we will probably just sell when we get the chance, but we definitely don't have enough space to really start farming or anything like that. Which is a little bit of shame. This is a pretty good spot, actually, to grind out sealets. Because we have a lot of, like, line of sight to a lot of them. Maybe it's, like, worth just, Oh! I died. I got teleported on by a sealet. Oh my god. It goes to one of the pillars. Yeah, that's true. Maybe sitting on top of a pillar is better, but yeah. You sent me a link here. I'll just take a look at this really quickly. So it's like www.docs.google.com, right? Then whatever else you sent to me. Does that work? I need access. It's not a public document, sadly. You need to make it public or else I can't see it. You have to be careful of fall damage. No feather falling 10. Actually, no feather falling on boots at all. I do have these boots that I could swap to when I'm dropping down. That might be worth it. But yeah, going on one of the pillars might be like the best way to like grind out some eyes. It is a little boring though. Also, there's someone spawning a dragon here. Maybe it can be like a wise dragon. That would be nice. I will probably end up dropping these. Also, yeah. I'm gonna just left click because it's a short bow. Hopefully we can get a hit. We did get a hit. It isn't old though, so I don't really care about it, honestly. Time to leech. Exactly. Ender belt as well. That's actually nice that these like items don't go into my stash. How can I get a better ping? Oh, buddy. It comes from YouTube videos? Oh. Weird. You can't really get a better ping, sorry. The only way to get a better ping is to move closer physically to Hypixel servers, which means to move to the US. Oh, we did get a bestiary too as well, yeah. We do also get some dragon essence from leeching, which is very nice. It's in the description. Okay, I can try to do it that way. Do this, click on a random YouTube video, and then do this.
Alright, tell everybody.
And there's a docs link? Oh. Make a copy. Okay. When was this from? Okay, so this was actually from March last year. So it's a year old, but I don't think they did anything really significant to change anything. Someone got some old dragon chest plates. Kind of tragic. Was it just clear my stash? Clear stash? I think it's like that. Yeah, it is. I'm sure that enchanted endstone piece doesn't really matter too much. I will just wait for this to expire. There's the old dragon fragments here, which I guess I'll just grab. It's not really that important for anything, but I guess they're nice to have. Dragon Age just spawned back now, so we can go back to killing some sealets. Do you want to check on this? Oh, okay, I did get it. Okay. Also, I died again. God damn it. We already lost like 100k from me like going AFK and dying. But yeah, we do have a thing here. I will just make sure I'm safe and like get to a safe spot and just look into the wall. No need for the equipment. Yeah, no. We don't, but I will just keep it on me because it sells for a little bit. Oh my god, this is fancy. I will just show this. Is this the correct one? Not actually sure. Oh, yeah, okay, it is. Perfect. It's quite zoomed in, though. Can just, like, zoom out a little bit. 2 seconds. Like that. More or less. Almost. Ooh. I got food. Nice. I just came with food with me. Okay. Nice. So, this is where you paste everything in, and then it kind of calculates, it seems. So if we do like damage, how much placement damage? Fucking this. Okay, how does this work? I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna check the wiki really quick. I think the wiki is kind of just easier for me to work with. I do see you messaging me in game, but I will just wait with that. Because if we go to Ender Dragons, we can see down here if we go down somewhere here. You can see all the weight requirements here specifically. So yeah, if we want to drop helmets and boots, they're all the same. So you see we need at least 290 weight. And every summoning eye, I'm pretty sure gives 1 weight. Yeah, or 100 weight. So you're getting up to 100 based on damage you dealt compared to the top damager, yeah. And then you get like, if you have more than 1 damage, you get an extra 70 weight. So if I get like 3 summoning eyes, I can have 370 weight. And that's enough to actually drop leggings, which is pretty nice. I do need at least 3 though, if I want to drop any piece guaranteed. Otherwise I'd need to do more damage, which is kind of rough. And yeah, you do also get a little bit of bonus. Yeah, you get a little bit of bonus quality compared to like the top damager. So you actually get a base 300 quality if you're the top damager. But because obviously we only have a dragon shortbow, that's not going to be possible. We probably won't even really get any quality bonus from this. So yeah, I do need the whole 3 summoning eyes if I do want to be able to actually drop anything. So it might even be worth going for a full 4, just where we can actually drop the aspect of the dragons as well. But yeah, not really sure yet. Obviously, we're playing Iron Man, so it's not like profits really matter. Like any sort of profit calculations. I do also quickly want to check just the requirement to actually get into the Sealer Bruiser hideout. Also, apparently we need to return the dragon shortbow to the guy. Pretty sure he doesn't. You don't, like, actually leave it. Ah, okay, he did take it. Did I just make a mistake? I let him know he helped me. He sell you one for cheap. Okay, I just got scammed. Bruh. Wait, you get it back for free? Okay, that's good. I do have to go back to the portal hub here, though, to actually get back to the top. Please. Alright, I can't drop anything here. Ugh, go to the dragon's nest. Wait, that's... wait. Okay. I have a genius strat to get back to the top. It does require me to be able to actually throw my ender. Okay, there we go. There we go. Nice. That is a little bit of money lost, but that doesn't really matter. My friend told me about you. If you want a dragon shortbow, I'll give you one for free. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it does still have Dragon Tracer. So, very nice. It is pretty solid. Like, it's a pretty solid weapon. It has some crit chance and some quite a decent amount of base strength and crit damage. Base damage is also not bad, especially because you can still star it. But yeah, I don't know. Going Archer in dungeon is a potential thing we can go for, but we will definitely need to at least unlock the quiver before we do that, which is string collection free. We do also obviously want to try to get a higher tier quiver as well, if we do go for that. But yeah, I will just continue grinding some summoning ice. We do need a full free though, which is quite a lot, so I don't know. You can dungeonize it, yes. So it can be used for dungeons, but you can also dungeonize the legendary reward sword, for example. They made that a thing now, which is quite nice. I also did just quickly want to check the requirements on the Sealer Boots hideout. I think it's like combat 20. Yeah, it's combat 20, which is a little bit far off. I do also just remember there's actually the Dragon Essence shop down here. I do quickly want to take a look at it, because we do almost have 100 Dragon Essence. We can pretty quickly get 100 Dragon Essence just by sacrificing Endercloaks, for example. I do want to see if there's anything special here. We could go for Sealick 1. That is only 50 Dragon Essence off, which is not too bad. There's also One Punch, but not really something we need right now. I do think I will try to make my way towards Sealick 1. Frozen Scythe, yeah. I can't really get a Frozen Scythe, though. That's a little too hard to get my hands on. Also, can you, like, see what you can get out of, like... Alright, you can talk to this guy, right? Salvage items? No. Wait. Dragon Altar Guide. Here. So, if we sacrifice any of these, we do actually have a chance of a Summoning Eye. So, I do want to keep that in mind. It is a very rare chance, so I think it's, like, less than 1%. But there's actually a chance for a Summoning Eye. So, that could potentially be a way we could get our hands on some Summoning Eyes. Just sacrificing Ender equipment. I'll keep that in mind. At least. Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying now. There's a guy with a Frozen Scythe in this lobby. It might be worth swapping then. The only thing is it takes quite a while for us to actually swap lobbies, because we don't have a good fast travel way. We have to go to, like, Portal Hub, which takes a little bit. It's not too hard. Like, it doesn't take too long, but it does take a little bit of time. Also, our quest does want us to actually talk to the lone adventurer again. I don't think I'm going to do that right now, but we can't do that if we do decide to swap lobbies. But yeah. Is this a macro, or is this guy actually legit? I do quickly want to go up there and see if he's legit. Because we can just, like, walk up here, I'm pretty sure. Apparently not, but we do have jump boost, so... Wait, yeah. Now we can. Aha. We made it up here. No, he looks normal. Yeah, he's legit. I have considered adding that rule. I do think it's a fine rule to have. And I do think I might end up doing that at some point, but because it's not really necessary right now, because we're still missing so many inventory slots in just our own inventory, for example, I don't really want to go for it right now. So we did get another Ender Belt, which is nice because we can't sacrifice that. And obviously, that apparently gives us a chance for Summoning Eye, which is not bad. It's just for convenience later on, yeah. I probably will end up doing that, but we'll see for now. For now, I do have, like, the slash equipment command just bound to a hotkey. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Well, I do think that actually means we can't Okay, we can barely one-tap still, but... Okay, it's not that big of a deal. We can still one-tap them, so it doesn't matter too much, but that is a little annoying. It is just an Ender necklace, but if it would happen to at least, like, Balloon Snake, for example, that would have been quite annoying. Because it's just an Ender necklace, it's not too big of a deal, but... Yeah, I guess that's something I have to be careful of as well. That doesn't happen. I'll just clear my stash. Yeah, I'm sure. Goodbye. Poor. Yeah. Poor Ender necklace. Well. It is what it is. We'll get another one at some point. It's not too big of a deal. It's fine. Don't worry. We'll get another one. It's fine. It's fine. Also get an Enchanted Eye of Ender. Interesting. Not really something that's too important. But yeah. That is something that's easy to get, not something rare. Yeah. Same. But I do have to be careful because I'm definitely going to be swapping between some pretty valuable items whenever I use slash equipment. Because, like, obviously my armor is pretty valuable, my dark goggles, my Bonzo mask is probably the most expensive item I have right now. Maybe besides the ward sword, but still. But yeah. Good thing it wasn't something too bad, though. You're very much correct about that. If it was something more valuable, I would have been a lot more sad. It is still annoying. But it's not too bad. If it had pushed us below, like, the threshold it takes for us to actually be able to one-tap Enderman, I would have been a lot more annoyed. But because it didn't, it's not too big of a deal. But yeah. I'm just going to keep jumping around, killing some sealets. This is going to take quite a long while. It's going to be quite a long grind, especially because we need a full free before we can actually get a dragon summon off. It's a little bit tragic, but yeah. I'll keep killing the other mobs as well, just because they have that chance of dropping ender equipment, which we can potentially salvage. We'll also get a mythological creature, which is good for bestiary. Not really much else, but it's good for bestiary, so, you know, I'll take it. But yeah. This is probably not the most interesting thing to watch, which I do acknowledge, but I do think it's the best thing we can really do right now for the account. I don't have decided power now. I could potentially go for it, but because we have so many items right now, I can't really spare a whole 9 inventory slots. It is also kind of hard to get your hands on. It's not hard, like hard, but it does take quite a long time, like quite a lot of grinding these watchers out, because the drop chance is not very high. I guess pretty high compared to a lot of things, but yeah. No, sacks are not allowed. If I were to allow sacks, challenge would become pretty trivial quite fast. Just because there's so many things nowadays that goes into sacks. I did consider allowing them initially, but it would make the challenge too easy, I feel. Also, taming 16, not bad. Yeah, our taming level is going up there pretty steadily. It is actually below our combat level right now, which is kind of interesting. It's pretty rare that that happens, but we have been grinding a lot of dungeons, which does give quite a lot of combat XP, so that is probably why. That's a good thing about like killing them with the Dreadlord sword is that we can snipe them from quite far away. So even though our speed is absolutely horrible, we still have a, you know, you still get at least a decent amount of kills per hour. Nothing compared to what you can kill like later game in the Sealed Bruiser hideout with like a hype or a turn, but still a decent amount of kills per hour. Should be enough to the point that this shouldn't take like more than at least a couple hours. Also, yeah, that's a first special sealet. Let's make sure we have some free inventory space. Also make sure this Endermite doesn't kill me. Make sure we have free inventory space, so yeah, we got it. Nice. First summoning eye, let's go. Not bad. I did also just realize I forgot to swap back to my game catcher, so my game is like off center. Oops. I am sorry about that. And that was probably annoying someone. For quite a while. But yeah. First summoning eye, very nice. That honestly didn't take too long. We got pretty lucky with that, I feel like. Also, another bestiary milestone, not bad. Stuff's happening, let's go. Yeah, that is true. I do also I allow everything in here besides the sack of sacks. I allow the fishing bag, I allow the potion bag, and I allow the quiver. It just kind of because I have to. Especially like the accessory bag is an absolute must. If I didn't allow the accessory bag, we would just kind of lose. This challenge I don't think would be really realistically possible, just because of how important magical power is. Not like it's not as important in dungeons as it is outside of dungeons, but it's still extremely important. And not having the ability to get like accessory or get magical power would hurt quite a lot more. Then yeah, pretty much anything else. I could obviously make it so like, oh, I can unlock slots in the accessory bag or something for my levels, but honestly, I feel like the challenge is already hard enough. And yeah, I feel like it's a pretty good balance. We are still obviously struggling for inventory space, and we will probably be struggling for inventory space for the entire challenge. I don't really see it changing. I don't really know how it would be changing. Like, even if we got all the way up to like Skyblock Level 100, which we probably will get to at some point in not too long. But even if we got like that high up and we had a whole 100 inventory slots, there would still be so many things that we would have to dedicate inventory space to. Stuff like rare dungeon drops, stuff like, you know, having some kind of way to make money. We'd need some kind of, you know, money making setup, plus at least a super compactor, as well as like, you know, farming is probably our best option because we're Ironmen, or because I'm Ironman. So, you know, that would also take up quite a lot of slots just farming on its own. So, yeah. Allowing something like, you know, the accessory bag and the fishing bag, as well as the quiver, is pretty important. The quiver is also kind of more a quality of life thing, because if you're using short bows and you right click while you have inventory errors in your inventory, it will just do the animation, which is quite annoying. Yeah. It is kind of insane. If you go look at someone like Toadstar or like any sort of Ironman, and you kind of just go look at their island and see how many chests they have so many chests. It's insane. They have so many chests. It is pretty insane how much like inventory space you really need for all the different stuff. But it's also because Ironman, you can't like liquidate anything, right? So you can't just keep your value in coins, for example, or you can't keep your value in like a few high value items and then like kind of drop everything else. You very much have that incentive to just kind of keep everything. Because what if they release a new item that requires this one item that you like just left, you know? Just a good example was like the recent taming update, like that, you know, required a whole bunch of weird pets that like a lot of Ironman players had like saved up, but you know, it's not something you would save up on like a normal profile. Like having a spare legendary Enderman, for example, that's not just something you just have. Having a spare like jellyfish is not something you just have. Yeah, it's pretty insane. But I do think it is possible to get away with a lot less. You just can't really like, you know, prepare for the future very well. Also, we got an ender clock now, which I will pick up here. Just because obviously we can salvage it. Level 1000, I'd still need more slots, yeah. True. You can definitely get away with a lot less inventory space though, if you just don't, you know, save a lot of those random items that you kind of get. A lot of Ironmen have like a lot of weird dungeon drops just saved up somewhere because they don't really have any use, you know. There's a lot of items in the game, such as like rare minerals, for example, which are kind of hard to get your hands on and, you know, are probably gonna get some kind of crafting recipe in the future, but currently aren't very useful and just kind of take up a lot of space. But because they're kind of seasonal and because they require specific mayor and because they, you know, are a little bit harder to get your hands on, a lot of Ironmen decide to just keep them. Also because they don't have a good NPC sell price, for example, so yeah. There's kind of a lot of examples of those items that kind of like seem like they should have a use, but just don't, because like the admin just haven't added that content yet. you know, we still don't have a proper mining equipment set. Yeah, we have something like the Ancient Cloak and the Glowstone Gauntlet, which do have like base mining fortune, but that's not really a mining equipment set, you know? This is Siamese Links free, not bad. Just getting it from random mythological creatures, that's fun. Because we're running around with a griffin on. Very nice. So yeah, the Instant Protector is probably gonna rise in not too long. And I do think we will be able to potentially drop some items from it, because we can, or because we have sealets contributed, which would be nice. There's also a damage cap on it, so we could potentially even do a little bit of damage. Only the glowstone one is mining sense. Yeah, true. But it's also mainly a combat one, because if you look at the set bonus and you look at like all the things it's actually useful for, it's only really useful for combat related stuff, besides obviously the mining fortune. But like, just to kind of give a perspective, for example, in the end, the Ender equipment is literally the best mining gear, just because the Glistening Reforge, because it applies that double stats from the Glistening Reforge, like that makes it the best mining equipment. So like, I wouldn't really call any of the equipment pieces we have right now to actually be proper mining equipment pieces. I would say they're just kind of there as like a placeholder, just so there's something. But yeah, I would say we have like a proper mining equipment like Reforge, with it being glistening, because it does actually give a decent amount of mining fortune. Especially compared to something like the drill reforges you can get. Because the drill reforges you can get are pretty pathetic. Like, the best one for mining fortune is literally a suspicious, which gives you 5 mining fortune. Which is horrible. I don't really know why that's the case, but it just kind of is. Which, I mean, every miner in real life has a black belt. Yeah, true. The black belt, the best mining equipment in, like, ever. Like, it's just related to mining. It just makes sense, you know? Obviously, every miner should have a black belt. Like, why else would you have a black belt? It's obviously for mining. Like, have you ever been to a real life mine? Yeah, I didn't think so. Like, obviously they're just running around with black belts there. Like, what else would they wear? A mining helmet? Like, protective gear so they don't get crushed by the thousands of tons of rock they dig through every single day? No. Obviously, they just have a black belt. The 10-meter long worm will attack them, yeah. It's crazy you don't see more Scatha meat in, like, the supermarkets, honestly. But I guess it must be pretty rare, right? Must be a delicatesse. There's not really many people who have Scatha pets either. Like in real life, you know? Also, the golem is spawning, which is kind of exciting. I do think it will just kind of kill us if we are not careful. So I will just stand away up here. I'll try to see if I can, like, Dreadlord / shortbow it. I don't really know what makes the most sense, but I think I'll just try to, like, spam Dreadlords on it. I'm pretty sure it's not immune to mage, so this is probably our best bet to actually get some damage. And yeah, we're getting some damage. Like 100,000, not too bad. There's some guy with terror here, but it doesn't actually look like there's anyone who had, like, can properly shit on it, so that's good. A skill issue if you don't have a real life Scatha. For real. But yeah. There's also a Dragon Vein spawn, but it is just an old, so I don't really care about leeching it. I probably should, but yeah. Also, I did just hit it accidentally just because it flew in my face. I don't have bow damage? What do you mean? I know I don't deal, like, very much damage with the bow, but because there's a damage cap on the Instant Protector, I don't think it really matters too much. The Instant Protector really ain't dying, because everyone just kind of swapped to, like, killing the dragon instead. Which is a little tragic. We did get rune crafting 1 off that, which is interesting. It doesn't matter at all, but hey, it's interesting. Also, we got absolutely bodied by the Instant Protector, so hey, that sucks. But yeah, I did expect that to kind of happen. It is kind of losing us a lot of coins, which is a shame. We only have 1 tier bank, so we can't really, like, run around, but whatever. 15k per ability? Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. I was kind of out of mana though, so, you know, I might as well. Yeah, Instant Protector 1. Nice, very nice. Doesn't look like we dropped anything interesting, sadly. I will grab the Crystal Fragment, just because it has some use. Like, Crystal Armor can be pretty useful for, like, Mage, just because it does grant a lot of intelligence. And obviously gets that multiplier from Light Level, which is potentially pretty good. But it's probably not going to be that useful. Obviously, the sack we're not allowed to use. And yeah, I mean, catalysts are obviously nice, but because we have like no tier boost, sad. True. The thing about it is, if we did get a tier boost, I don't really know what we'd do with it, because like, I mean, like we don't really have a pet that like uses tier boost, you know? Like, we have a Grandma Wolf. And then we have a Griffin that's common. And like, it would just kind of be taking up an inventory slot. Also, someone just sacrificed a menacing Ender necklace. Tragic. You couldn't even craft it. Yeah, true. I couldn't even craft it, yeah. Well, we got some enchanted ender pearls from the sacrificing. No summoning eye though, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we are at 112 dragon essence now, which I guess is nice. Not that it really makes too much of a difference in any way, really, but hey, it's something. Yeah, I will just go back to grinding out summoning eyes here. Still takes quite a while to actually get any, but still I think it's the best thing we can really spend our time on doing. But yeah, it's kind of funny with a lot of those like rare drops, because like a lot of them really aren't that useful for us. Like something like a Minos Relic, for example, wouldn't really do anything for us either. As well as like a bunch of pets. Like even getting something like a Skyblock pet probably wouldn't really help us out really very much, just because mining takes so many like there's so much inventory space to really like do and like get any of the higher tier stuff. Like getting a Devance alloy, for example, wouldn't really do anything for us either, just because like how the hell would we do anything with it? And it would just kind of take up inventory space if we decide to keep it. So yeah. Obviously, if we were to get as lucky as to like drop a Devance alloy, I probably would end up like at least kind of getting into mining just to see if it's even like doable at all. Because at the end of the day, mining is still a lot better for me than something like farming is, but yeah. Have I done any Slayers? I have done a little bit of Zombie Slayer, but honestly not very much. We did a little bit for levels in like the second stream ever or something. And it did give a decent amount of Skyblock HP, which was nice, but nothing that was really useful. Also some old dragon fragments here I will just pick up, just so they don't go into my stash. All the pieces of a hype possess one scroll handle, so it would take up space, yeah. I mean, as long as we get like a handle, it's fine, because then we can just throw any scrolls we get onto the hype and it won't take up any extra space. But obviously, if we get like all 3 scrolls without getting a Necron's handle, then that will just take up 3 inventory spaces that we really can't use for anything then. But I do think it would still be worth keeping them around, you know? Just because of how powerful a hype is. And it is something that we would realistically be able to get and would actually be useful for us. Whereas something like a Devance alloy, it would require us to kind of get into a skill that we aren't really, you know, working towards at all. So while it still probably would end up being useful, it would sit around for a lot longer, just because we have like forge times, we have, you know, to go through the entire progression tree before we can actually do it. Or like get the thing. Whereas like a Necron's handle, you know, at least there's RNG meter that kind of caps out the amount of time we can spend. Should get the free Slayers to level 3. Yeah, probably. I probably can do like a at least like a little bit of higher tier Zombie Slayer as well, because I don't think we've done like tier 1s. Maybe we've done tier 2s, but I do think with this setup, I should maybe be able to do tier 3s. You're not too bad, you're not gonna lie. Thank you, Ethnic. Haven't played very much in this profile. I don't even think it has 100 hours on it yet, so I am pretty happy with the amount of progress we've made. Especially because this. Maybe get 1-2 inventory slots. I could, yeah. I could go for some inventory slots now. Wouldn't be a horrible idea. It would allow us to, like, you know, maybe keep a couple items that we otherwise wouldn't keep. But I don't know. I'll run around. I'll try to see if I can get at least like one more summoning eye. I also don't want to have them like just chilling in my inventory as well for too long, because obviously that will just kind of take up inventory space. But yeah, I do think I could try to look at some Zombie Slayer, for example, maybe even a little bit of Spider Slayer. Something with Spider though, I do want to have a little bit of inventory space for that, just because then we can get some collection levels on like Spider Eyes and String. Because the best way to actually level that, especially for us, because minions are so hard to get our hands on, because we can't store them anywhere, is going to be just killing spiders. Because it's not really that bad for getting, like, yeah, spider string collection and spider eye collection at all. Actually, a space for Ender Pearl collection, that's true. But you honestly don't get that many Ender Pearls, and, like, I mean, yeah, we do eventually want to get an aspect of the end. And not too long either, but I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should, like, try to clear out some inventory space. We could also drop these 4 grants, honestly. I don't think these 4 grants are really worth keeping around. I will just splash them. 4 grants are not that hard to get our hands on. It does mean we don't have any sort of EXP, like, chilling around, but yeah. I could also probably drop, like, a piece of the heavy set or something without it mattering too much, but for now, I don't really want to. Maybe the Skeleton Grunt boots would be the ones to go. But we don't really need the inventory space that bad. It is nice, obviously, if we want to get collections, but yeah. We'd also need some arrows on me. Or on us, just so we can leech dragons if there's more that get spawned. Leeching something like a superior dragon, I don't even know if it would actually be worth to. Just because of how, like, hard it is to get superior dragons. Which means, you know, just annoying to keep dropping things. Yeah, that's true. But we'd still have to keep dropping things even if we got, like, a 1 or 2 inventory spaces. Just because of how many different items you get in the end. Just from killing things. You don't really notice it on a normal profile, obviously, because you just have sacks that just absorb everything. But when you don't have sacks, you do kind of realize how many different items you get dropped constantly. So I don't really know how much, like, of a difference a couple inventory slots realistically would make. Leech 10 to 15 superior dragons for the boots. Honestly, I'd probably have to do something like maybe 150 dragon fights, dragon leeches, just to, like, be on drop rate for that. And, like, I don't think it would be worth it, you know? And compactors, yeah. Also, can I pre-fire with a Dreadlord sword? I have no idea, but it's a projector dragon, so... Honestly, I don't think I'm going to keep those fragments at all. I don't think they're worth keeping around. Just because projector dragon is actually horrible. I mean, it's EHP, which I guess is something we're kind of struggling with in dungeons, but, like, it's no damage, and I just don't think it's worth keeping. Oh, a crystal fragment. Nice. Again, we could try to go for something like the crystal set, which probably is better than our ender set at this current time, just because it does give, like, base intelligence and has the same rarity level and gets that ability bonus. That means that you get a multiplier on the stats on it. So I guess we could go for, like, a piece of crystal potentially. If we get 2 more crystal frags, I guess I'll just craft the boots. Oh, a new damage record! Oh my god, we're crazy! 22 rune crafting XP, 5 dragon essence. We're balling out here, boys. We are balling. But yeah. No, my armor does not have enchants. It only has a reforge. My dark goggles do. Because I've used them in dungeons, so the EHP does matter, but because we're not really fighting anything in close range, we're just kind of one-tapping sealets. It doesn't matter if we put enchants on our Ender armor, and to be honest, this Ender armor is not going to stick around. I guess I'll take the dragon fragments. I mean, it doesn't matter though, but I guess I'll take them. But yeah, our Ender armor is not going to be sticking around. Not for long, at least. Just because, obviously, if we get any sort of dragon piece, I'd much rather keep that instead. Yeah. You could have used the grants for that? I could, but it's not too hard to get grants, so I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Because we honestly don't really need it. I guess it could be kind of useful for, like, doing some slayers, but I don't know. I just don't really feel like keeping it around. Also, another dragon being summoned here. A little bit annoying just because... actually, you know, Wise Dragon. I'll take that. Wise Dragons is kind of the dragon we want to get. Just because it is very nice. Also, we're getting bodied right now because of the lightning attack from the dragon. There's a good chance we die here just because lightning attacks hurt. Especially from Wise Dragons because they have boosted damage. It's no longer annoying, yeah. I changed my mind real quick. It's also because it's like realistic for us to actually get some wise pieces. Whereas something like Superior is not something that's realistic for us to get. And getting wise dragon armor would be a huge upgrade. Probably would be the best dragon armor we can realistically get our hands on before like Necrons. Which there's still a very long way to go before that. Also my mythological creatures despawned. And Skyblock level 20. Nice, not bad. That's an extra inventory slot, right? Let me just make sure I'm not, like, trolling or anything. Yeah, no. An extra inventory slot unlocked. Very nice. New damage record as well. We are crazy with it, yeah. 5k damage. We're nuts. That might be a full... I don't know if that's 3 or 4 frags, but... I'll take either. Yep. I don't even know how we got all this EXP. I'm guessing it's mainly from bestiary. We have gotten a lot of bestiary tiers. We did also get a combat or a taming level, so I guess that also made up quite a difference. Almost top 10, yeah. Only 3 fragments though, so didn't really matter. Ah, I'm glad soda. I'm having a lot of fun making it too. When I actually have the time to. Unique dragons give XP. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, no, that's a thing. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. The first time you kill like a bunch of different bosses, it gives like EXP. And yeah, dragons give EXP for unique kills. I completely forgot about that. You're right. I think it's under slaying task. Yeah, slaying dragons here. Yeah, so we got like 25. Yeah, we get 25 EXP for every single unique dragon we slay. 50 for a superior. Wow, okay. That's actually kind of crazy. 25 per and then 50 for the superior. That's not bad at all. That's a whole 2 entire levels we can get off just killing unique dragons. Oh, yeah, I guess that explains why we got so much EXP all of a sudden. So Indimite. Ow. Watchers being annoying. A sap rune. Don't care. Oh, it's no! It happened. Oh my god. That goes into my sack, right? Yeah, it does. Fuck. When I click this button so bad. I want to click this button so bad. I killed that sealet. I think there was a sealet like standing right here. And then I turned around. And then I was going to kill this guy. And then I accidentally smashed that guy. So now I wanted... Fuck, man. Okay, please be like a wise or something at least. It's an old. Oh my god, I'm depressed. This sucks. The extra level did not help. No, it did not. God damn it. That actually sucks. Also, I just got one-tapped by the lightning strike. Not the first time that something has like gone into my stash without me wanting it to go into. It's happened quite a few times. It happened this stream with like a necklace I was wearing. I had an ender necklace, But I swapped it out and then it went into my stash. I have lost a decent amount of items. I did also lose my rock pet, my first rock pet to the stash. That was kind of tragic. That was some EXP that I'm never gonna get. We will if we get like a higher tier rock pet, which we most likely will, but for now, you know, it's not really something we can use. The almighty stash claims another victim. Sad. At least we get some old frags. I guess that's something. We have a whole collection of fragments here, but nothing to actually make boots with. If only you could combine different fragments together. You could make a hybrid young dragon. So you're losing glacial talus. Oh yeah, I did that too. Yeah, I lost the glacial talisman. Yeah, that's probably the one that's first. The second most. The summoning eye here was definitely, I think that hurts more. Just because it takes quite a while to actually get a summoning eye. Glacial talisman wasn't too bad to get back, but yeah. No, losing the glacial talisman to the sash was definitely quite annoying because it meant I had to spend like an extra 30 minutes just getting another one when I very much wanted to be doing something else. Just simply because I had so many items, right, to upgrade it, so I couldn't really just not get it. I will just free up some inventory spaces down here just so I can like easily drop some items. I do think I'll drop these grunt boots because I don't think they're really worth keeping around. I could sacrifice them for like a pretty good amount of essence, but I don't know. I just don't think it's worth keeping around. I will also throw out the super boom. There's honestly no reason for me to keep that. There's a couple fairy souls that you need super boom for, but other than that, it's not really useful for us because we are playing mage in dungeons, which means we do actually just have the ability. Also, that's not ours. The guy has 500k HP. I don't think I can actually kill that. Also, my skeleton grunt boots got back. I don't want you. Stupid skeleton grunt boots, go away. I don't want the ender pearls either, please. Also, there's just 2 enchanted endstone that's just been sitting here since the golem died, or what the hell. But yeah. You were here for my goodbye stream. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I came home a couple of weeks ago, though, from that holiday. It was a very nice holiday. I did a lot of different things. I went to Sydney, and I went to Hong Kong, and I even went to Japan, which I'm actually going back here in the spring, which is going to be quite nice. It's only going to be a week this time, so it's not going to be something too much to worry about, and I hopefully will be able to actually pre-record a video this time. I was very busy over the holiday season, so I couldn't actually pre-record anything for when I was away. I was attempting to, with my streams up to. I had pretty consistent streams all of December, like start December, but because of how many things kind of came up out of nowhere, I wasn't able to. But I should be able to do that for when I'm gone. I'm trying to aim for like a video a week, which is not too bad for right now. It might get a little bit more difficult. Ooh, an ender monocle. Still don't think we can realistically like get the sign to Power Stone though, so I don't know if it's worth keeping around. I don't think it is. It's interesting, but I just don't think we have the inventory space for it. In the future, we will definitely go for that because it is a very, very good reforge. Ender Cloak I will keep just because we can salvage it. For some Dragon Essence and some potential, even a potential Summoning Eye, which could potentially make up for the unfortunate incident we just had. Also, Enchanted Obsidian, interesting. I will take the Enchanted Obsidian. It's honestly kind of nice just because it gives us some more Obsidian collection. So that guy's like running around with Superior. Going crazy with his Juju bow, I think. More Enchanted Obby, not too bad. Killing Obsidian Defenders is honestly a very solid way of getting Obby. If you don't have a proper mining setup, it's pretty much your best way of getting Obby. So if you just want to get the collection, or you need like a little bit of Obby, or like an Eman Slayer item, I don't know. It's an okay way of getting Obby. It obviously doesn't really compare to like actually mining for Obby, but if you're too lazy to do that, or if you just don't want to bother paying a lot of money, or if you're playing Iron Man in your early game, Obby defenders are pretty solid. the dragon being spawned here. I've gotten quite a lot of dragons. Still the main fragments I've kind of gotten has been from dungeons, so I'm not actually sure if it's like more frags per hour, especially because it's like so scattered across the different dragons. This is a strong dragon, huh? Interesting. I'll definitely try to leech like a little bit at least get a hit on it. Like usual, just because it does mean I get some essence, which is very nice at least. I don't think it's gonna be worth keeping the fragments, like the strong dragon fragments, though. It's too much inventory space. We'll try to see if I can maybe get some ender crystals. It might be able to like snipe an ender crystal somewhere. Maybe from up here. I know ender crystal can spawn on like here and over there. We'll keep an eye out. It is dying very fast, obviously, because someone has turn. Oh, okay, and it just charged me. Bruh. I just got destroyed. But that is actually 26 HP as well for killing a strong dragon for the first time and the dragon beast level. Not bad. We are getting a little bit of magic find on the dragons, which I guess is kind of nice. It improves our chances of dropping a pet, potentially. It does improve our chances of dropping AOTD, actually, which is pretty nice. Also, that's a sealet bruiser. What the hell were you doing there? Yeah. I also have not... I guess I'll just talk to the Lost Adventurer. To have this count, I don't know. Not really, though, because the thing about auto pickup is it doesn't go into your stash. If your inventory is full, it will just drop on the ground. But there's a few items, such as specifically summoning eyes, and like some items you get from certain like forced into your inventory things. Also, apparently, yeah, like from pickup from like bosses, for example, they just kind of get forced into your inventory, like no matter what. So yeah. I will also just throw out these dragon fragments. They're not going to be worth keeping. There's no way we actually get a full 40 like strong dragon fragments before we get something like old or young or maybe even unstable. But yeah, if you have auto pickup, stuff will just drop on the floor if your inventory is full. As you can kind of see when I'm killing these mobs, they do just drop on the floor. But specifically with the special sealets, it forces it into your inventory, which is kind of different, which means if you don't have inventory space, it goes into your stash instead, which is normally a good thing for like a normal profile, because on a normal profile you obviously want the summoning eye, and obviously you can just take it out of your stash, no problem. So it is just because I'm kind of handicapping myself in that way. But yeah. Again, I might end up changing it, so it's like, if it's by accident, it doesn't, you know, count. And so I'm actually allowed to take, like, items out I put in there by accident. I will still obviously not be allowed to, like, abuse it. I'm gonna thought about it, mechanic. Yeah, I kind of have. There's a lot of times when stuff can actually go into your stash, which you don't really, like, just think about. Like, stuff can go into your stash potentially just by, like, you, no, give me that. Give me that. Did I get it? Yeah, I did it. Nice. I got another crystal frag. Very nice. But yeah, just a lot of times when, like, stuff can go into your stash that you don't really think about. Any sort of, like, anything that kind of lags, or, like, if you drop an item when you're not supposed to drop an item, like when you're crafting or something like that, things tend to go into your stash. Whenever there's any sort of, like, jank going on, stuff just tends to go into your stash. Which can be kind of frustrating, especially in this account, but it's kind of to prevent it. It's like typically to prevent dupes, so you know. I get why they do it. Yeah. Waiting for the dragon egg again. It's a little annoying that, like, the mobs stop spawning when there's the dragon egg is regenning. It makes sense lore-wise, because, like, technically it's the dragon egg that's, like, corrupting everything, and, like, you know, it's what's bringing the sealets to life, it's what bringing everything to life, but it's just kind of annoying. It wasn't really that annoying in, like, the start of the game, like, when the End Island first came out, just because, people weren't really doing that many dragons for the first, like, mainly, but also because whenever a dragon was going on, like it took people a lot longer to kill them. So in general, there was like a lot more downtime or like uptime compared to downtime when it came to like, you know, all that stuff. Another beast area tier, not bad. We're kind of getting closer to like the next milestone already. Yeah, we're only 18 like tiers off, or 19 tiers off, which is another 50k combat XP, which is actually enough to level us up right now. It does scale pretty fast. We are still only like before the full 1 million that you get for the later tiers, but we're starting to get a decent amount of combat XP for the bestiary tiers, which is not bad. I definitely will take that. But yeah. I'm not sure how much longer I want to just kind of go with these sealets. I might want to check out some bestiary or anything or something like that. Right now is mainly summoning ice. I'm mainly just grinding summoning ice, trying to see if we can maybe get like a wise piece or any sort of dragon piece realistically. But yeah, even an AOTD could also be huge. There's a lot of things we can get from dragons that would massively speed up our progression, but we are also obviously getting combat XP on the side, which is very, very nice. Getting our combat up is something that is very much a priority, just because I get so much extra damage from getting my combat level higher. Compared to pretty much anything else I could be doing. Obviously getting accessories and getting higher magical power is also a very good way of getting my damage up, but the easiest way by far right now is just getting my combat level up. It is a generally like quite an important thing for pretty much anyone, is just to get their combat level up, because it's relatively easy to do and because it just helps in so many scenarios. And it's just general, like a general damage increase that you don't have to do anything for. That's also kind of why magical power is so powerful. It's because it's just kind of a general damage increase that you don't have to do anything actively for. And because it's so versatile. Which is really important. Because when you're doing a lot of different stuff, you want to be wearing like a lot of different types of gear. And in some instances, for Slayers, for example, that gear might not be optimized for damage. So if you can get that damage from somewhere else that doesn't require you to like sacrifice your health or sacrifice something else for it, it helps a lot. Also because it's like such a large percentage of your damage that's actually coming from like these things. I think I hate trying to despite it being like the most important skill. Yeah, fair enough. Personally, I kind of tend to enjoy a lot of combat-related tasks. I have very much enjoyed Slayers, for example. I do have EMA 9 on my main profile. Which is like the biggest grind I've completed in Skyblock, is getting all the way to EMA 9. It took forever. I kind of regret it, but it's a very important thing to have for any sort of like later game profile as well. But yeah, I do get that like not everyone really likes it. If you can, like, you know, get yourself to do Slayers, or maybe even get yourself to grind Ghosts, I know that might even be even more brain dead and maybe even more boring for you, but if you can, like, find some way you want to grind, like, you can kind of bear with grinding combat, you know, I do very much suggest you do it, because it is a very, very important skill to get up. Obviously, you can also just, like, kind of forget about it and then just like do other things for progression, and you will eventually get your combat up, but it is a good thing to grind as well. Obviously, just doing dungeons, for example, is pretty nice for combat EXP too, because you get a whole bunch of bestiary tiers, and just generally dungeon mobs give quite a lot of combat XP just because of how many you're killing, and they have pretty good like base amounts as well. As well as some of like the later stages of dungeons, such as like floor 6. Just running floor 6s, you can really get a lot of combat XP very fast if you kill like the golems and the terracottas. Obviously, if you're not the one killing them, you're not going to get that much combat XP, but yeah. So I'm out of mana, apparently. It's spamming a little bit too hard. That guy's just shooting around. Super petro watching YouTube. Yeah, that's fair enough. I get that. For me, I kind of despise farming for that reason because it's kind of brain dead. I like when stuff is a little bit more active. So it's probably why I like a lot more like generally like combat tasks more. But I definitely feel like that being able to like do something else while you're doing something is quite important for me too. It is kind of why I don't like dungeons that much, for example, even though this kind of playthrough is kind of centered around dungeons. Which is kind of counterintuitive, but dungeons is really not that big of the part of the game that I really enjoy. I very much prefer Slayers. And that is for that reason, is that I can kind of turn off my brain as well. A little bit, but still be like engaged. But yeah, it's very nice to be able to like listen to music or watch YouTube on the side. At least. But yeah. I haven't gotten any summoning eyes for a while now, since that incident. But yeah. I'm not playing it and watching YouTube. Yeah, true. As Technoblade famously said, the end goal of any Skyblock player is not having to play Skyblock at all. Thus farming, yeah. Makes sense. I know there's a lot of people who really enjoy farming. I don't see the... I really don't see it. I even prefer mining to farming, but... Hey. I can't blame you. It is a pretty solid way of making money, and I will probably end up having to do quite a lot of it on this profile, just because there's really not any other way I can realistically make a decent amount of money, being Iron Man and everything. Wow, real old bird. That's a crazy name. Was another dragon being summoned here? Wise, please? Strong. Ah. Damn it. The one type I really didn't want. Pretty much all the other types are better for me just because I have the fragments at least, but yeah. Strong is not something I want. Does seem like people kind of stop killing sealets though while the dragon is active, which is nice. It's something that I've kind of noticed also like in the past, back when sealet grinding was actually like the main money making method. Like the best money making method in the game, maybe besides doing dragons themselves. That like during dragon fights, people tend to just kind of not kill sealets, which means you can typically get quite a few kills while there's a dragon fight going on. Maybe more money. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It kind of depends on what you kind of like prioritize more, like what kind of money making method you want to go for. If you prioritize your time, obviously you should try to go for something like mining or even dungeons or Kudra, just because it's much more time efficient, but it is much more intensive. Like you do have to be there actually doing the methods. Whereas something like farming, obviously, like you can make pretty decent money, but because it's not quite as much, it's not quite as time efficient. But obviously, if you do have time and you just kind of want to turn off your brain and you don't mind doing that, it can be a very solid money making method just because it's something you can kind of just do forever, you know, as long as you're awake and as long as you're at your computer holding down 2 buttons. It doesn't take much effort to do farming, but yeah. For that reason, you know, if you can farm twice as long as you could do mining, you know, farming is still, you know, as good as mining. But yeah. Want to do Kuja? Call skillish. Want to do Kuja because it's fun, but I have an incredible painful medical condition called skill issue that prevents me from doing so. Beast. Fair enough. Also, Wise Dragon. Very nice. We take those. We'll quickly try to see if I can kill some sealets here in the meantime. Yeah. I get that. I personally don't suffer for that issue, which I'm kind of happy about. And I have done quite a bit of Kutra myself. Not Infernal, but Fiery. And a lot of Burning as well. And yeah, it's very fun. Honestly, it's definitely probably one of my favorite parts of the game, honestly. Besides Seaman Slayer and besides, like, Slayer in general, Kudra is probably one of my favorite parts of the game. It's a very nice, like, boss fight, and it kind of solves a lot of the problems that Dungeon has, which is kind of the downtime. Because Dungeon has kind of, like, it doesn't have downtime in that sense that, like, you're still doing secret and stuff, but it's just boring. And it's just, you know, it's so repetitive in dungeons, and it's very intensive still, but I don't know. I just prefer Kudra, just because like the runs are shorter, and like it's easier to digest, if you get what I mean. Also, yay! We have 4 crystal fragments now. Need to get my own hamsters to cure and get even 7. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Kudra, is that you need such endgame gear to actually do it, but yeah. You can get away, like, if you're willing to learn, like, Kudra, and you're willing to actually get good at, like, get pretty decent at the game, you can get away with just either her hype or a turn. Because, especially in, like, lower tiers of Kudra, obviously if you run Infernal, you do need both a turn and a hype. But all the way up to, like, Burning, you can honestly get away with either or. Also a Cloud Run, interesting. Not really worth keeping. Enderbow also unlocked. Not useful at all. But hey, it's something. Yeah, true. It is still RNG based though, so if you have a history of bad RNG, it can, hurt quite a bit. You do also have to be smart about like keys, for example. Like when you actually want to spend your keys, if you want to make solid money with Kudra. Just because it's like not at all guaranteed that you make money from a Kudra run. So just opening every chest is not always the best idea. At least if you're playing for just making money. If you're playing to get the teeth themselves, like Kudra teeth, to upgrade Crimson Isle sets, obviously you should be opening every single chest, but yeah. If you want to make money, you should kind of like make sure you're opening something that's actually worth something. Because it's not everything that's worth something. You got 2, like... Damn, lucky. I don't think I've gotten like a single... Actually, that's a lie. I've gotten like 2 Persermina books from pasts, but other than that, I really haven't gotten anything from like farming at all. I have had pretty good RNG historically though. I have dropped like 4 cores in my E-Man grinding, which is a decent amount over the average. And I do have like half an RNG meter filled at this point, so dropping a 5th one probably wouldn't take too long. But yeah. Other than that, I haven't been too lucky. If you look at my Skava grinding, for example, I did Skavas for a while, just because it was kind of brain dead, and I wanted to drop my own Skava. So I ended up killing like 125 Skavas or something, which is quite a lot. And way over drop rate. And yeah, I never dropped a Skava pet, so that kind of sucks. Got Sunder 6 on your bingo last time? Yeah, nice. I don't know how much Sunder 6 is actually worth. I'm not very good at like the RNGs from farming. I am very much not a farmer. I have a pretty good idea of like most things and how much most things are worth. But specifically with farming, I'm kind of lost. But I'm assuming that's worth at least a few mil. Just especially because melon, right? Melon's the best way of making money with farming. So hopefully we can leech this dragon here. Please? Please, dragon? Let me hit you. Okay, nice. Oh, and I got killed. Oops. Sounded like 6 Masa? Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. It's still nice. It's not getting like rare drops. It can be quite fun. I've gotten quite a few like rare drops that haven't been worth anything too. Also, apparently we can talk to the Lone Adventurer again. Hey Sputnik, I'm just about to slay some dragons. Come see me later and I'll tell you all about it. Okay. We did not need to talk to the Lone Adventurer. I got lied to. Also, we're at like 13 Protector Dragon fragments at this point. No, 14. Oh, nice. Okay. Not bad. Almost halfway to Protector Boots as well. Which I mean, not great, but they can be okay, because at least they grant a lot of EHP, which is something, I guess. But yeah, still not great, though. Wilson's plans go brr. Yeah. True. Wilson's plans do go brr. I do think eventually they will go up in price, though, because of all the Infernal Minion buffs, and because, like, it is still hard to get. But I don't know. I think it's Wilson's Engineering's plan. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, it's kind of tragic. There are a few things like that. There's also like pretty much any of like the pet upgrades main RNGs from like all the main RNGs in Blazeslayer are really not worth anything, but it's kind of the normal drops that make the money. But I kind of like that because it's kind of different compared to all the other Slayers where it's like all the main RNGs that are actually worth something. So Blazeslayers in that way is a lot more consistent for money. Even if it's, you know, like it's good, and if you have good magic find, you can still make a lot of money. But it's not as good as like it could be, you know? Also, wow, that dragon died within 20 seconds or something of being alive. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's an Iron Man doing all these dragons, yeah? This guy. Black Cat, he's going for the dragon pet, I guess. He has pretty good gear. He's not running a magic find setup, which is kind of interesting, but okay. Wispy rare, I think. Yeah. That's true, the Apex is very rare. You're probably right about that. It's kind of tragic in the way that, you know, yeah, like, there's a lot of RNG things that are kind of like that. Like, there's some parts of, like, a crafting recipe that are, like, a lot harder to get than others. So, because of that, like, the item that is not that hard to get, even if it might be pretty rare, even if it might be, you know, hard to get your hands on, typically it's just not worth anything. Just because it's, like, not really, you know, hard to get, you know? Like you're kind of forced to get it either way, you know. It's kind of like the talismans in E-Man Slayer, because you're pretty much going to go to E-Man level 9 like anyway. If you're an endgame player at least, you're gonna drop a lot of like Apex and storage locked when. And Apex is probably the last item I'd go for in storage locked. Maybe besides the Advanced Drill. Maybe besides the Advanced Drill, but yeah. Never. Probably never. I don't think the series is going to continue for that long. My initial goal is just to solo floor 7, and I most likely will not need to drop an Apex for that. Like, generally, an alert flare or like a SOS flare is not that useful for, you know, a floor 7. But yeah. As I was talking about, like, the talismans for E-Man Slayer, like the Espresso and the Handy Blood Chalice, which are both really good accessories and are both, like, very much accessories you should get your hands on, as well as being pretty rare, are worth, like, 100k each. Maybe, like, a little more. Maybe you can get, like, 1 million or 1.5 million for, like, the Handy Blood Chalice specifically. But, like, they are worth so little compared to, like, how hard they are to get. And that's just simply because, like, you're bound to get them. And because you only need 1 per person, and you are gonna get, like, 10, maybe even 15. Also, that guy just got to seal it. Damn. But yeah, because you're bound to get so many going for something like E-Man 9, they're just not worth anything. Which is just kind of sad. No. True, I need to invest, you're right. I need to get that tier 11 Inferno minion so I get that extra Skyblock EXP, as well as the double Inferno drops or something. Lol. Because I'm gonna be, you know, trying to drop like more than 2 Apexes or something. So another Dragon Beam summon. We also did get Seal at level 15, which is interesting. Would be kind of funny to get a Superior? Nope, just a Protector. That's fine, though. I will take the Protector just because we're getting closer to that Protector boot. Which I very much want to get my hands on. Yeah. Gonna have to wait for the egg to respawn again, though. Ugh. Maybe we should craft these Crystal Frag into boots, actually. Crystal boots. They do only give 100 or 60 base intelligence, which is not too much, but if we reforge them to wise, I do think they will generally give more. Maybe not. Do they not get like any multiplier? Is the entire end down here just light level 0? Damn. Damn. Okay, maybe they're not actually better than Ender boots. That's a shame. Egg should be back in any moment now. should be able to get back to, like, actually killing sealets. We have still only dropped one summoning eyes, besides the one that went into my sash, which I'm still salty about. But yeah. Yeah, egg is back now, so now we can start killing them again. They will instantly spawn another dragon. So I guess we're leeching another dragon, huh? What is it? Another protector. Okay, sure. We're at 18 frags, so this should put us up to at least 21. Another dragon bestiary? Jesus Christ. These people are just deleting the dragons, man. They're, like, surviving 0.2 seconds. Also, this guy has the Reaper Pepper badge. Bruh. He actually bought and ate the Reaper Peppers despite being only level 380 and, like, what the hell? That's like 500 plus million coins. And yeah, we do have 21 protector fragment. Protector dragon fragments now. I cannot speak. So we're halfway to protector boots. We're almost overtaking holy dragon fragments at this point. Even though we should, like, yeah, we just have gotten a lot of protector dragons, huh? Or, like, the people who have been in our lobbies have gotten a lot of protector dragons. I will just go sacrifice the Cinder Cloak while we're waiting for the egg to respawn. I do think they're gonna keep doing dragons, which I think is okay for us. We do also have 172 dragon essence now, which is nice because what that can actually allow us to do is get Sea Luck 1, which will increase our chance to get, get dragons, or get sealets, obviously, which is nice. It's only 50 mil? Oh, okay. They've dropped quite a lot then. I didn't actually know that. An old dragon this time, which also just got absolutely deleted. Jesus Christ. That was alive for like 10 seconds. Yeah, I guess that makes sense then. It's like, what? I think they give like 10 EXP per. I think we can even go and check. Is it miscellaneous tax? Yeah, it is. Consumable items. Yeah, so it's 50 per. Or 10 per. Which, I mean, it's half a Skyblock level for, like, what, how much money? 250 million coins? I mean, I don't know if that's really worth it, but I guess it's an extra... I think they give you, like, an extra health per as well, so I guess that's something. I guess the flex is nice. I don't really think it's worth it, though. It's a lot of money. Also, they're still in the lobby, so I think they're still gonna be doing more dragons. The dragon egg has spawned, and they're just insta-placing. Oh my god. We'll quickly kill as many sealets as I can here before they, like, absolutely delete the dragon. Another old. Can I even get a hit on? I don't know if I can get kill credit for this one, actually. Please. I got a hit. Okay. We're good. There we go. Okay. They're just getting old and protector, though, so kind of tragic for them. It's fine for us right now, because we don't really mind as long as, like, fragments, but it must be kind of rough. Like, they're losing a lot of money doing these dragons. I will also go back towards the Watchers because we are running out of arrows at this point, and we do obviously need arrows if we actually want to be able to get dragons. Or, like, get credit for dragons. Yeah, we are getting a whole 5 dragon essence per dragon they're doing, so that's really nice. A little bit of progress, nothing too special, but it's nice. Does take forever, though, for the egg to respawn. They really should speed this up, in my opinion. Just because, like, there's no real reason for it taking so long, right? Like, it could take, like, half the time and it wouldn't really be a problem. Nothing would really change, honestly. Got an Ender Cloak there, which is nice. Another thing we can sacrifice. But yeah, they are indeed spawning more dragons. I will just pre-fire this one, just so I'm insured credit. And another old dragon. They are getting very unlucky. Poor rich people who are doing dragons. Unless it's an Iron Man. If it's an Iron Man, it's actually genuinely poor of them. Who is placing? So yeah, it's this Juris guy and this 800 and something mil guy. Which are not actually, like, Ironmen, so that's a little bit of a shame. I don't really feel too bad for them then. They're gambling their own money away then. You know what? It's their choice. If they want to waste all their money, like, doing dragons, go ahead. Also, I'm not sure if they're actually going to continue doing dragons now, because I saw another guy was placing. This looked like they will, though, because they're just jumping around in their superior dragon armor. Fully renowned superior dragon armor, I assume. With a golden dragon? Interesting. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be running Black Cat, but hey. I guess it's extra damage. Yeah, this guy is running Black Cat, at least. Yeah. Unlocked for eating all 5 Reaper powers. Okay, they're only 40 mil, so I guess he only spent 200 million coins for 50 Skyblock EXP. I guess that's not too bad. A young! Oh, nice. Okay, this might also survive a little bit longer, just because youngs kind of tend to fly around a lot, which means they're quite hard to hit. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surviving. It almost survived. Oh, so that was our first young dragon, I think. So that's another 25 Skyblock HP. Very nice. If they do get a superior and we manage to leech it, we will level up again, which is nice. That would be great if that could happen. But yeah. Still just a lot of waiting around between these dragons, which is still kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Another free young dragon fragments, not bad. I'll take that. We are halfway on young dragon boots as well. And we are halfway on pretty much, yeah, on these 4 different dragon types. Obviously, Holy Dragon you can't actually get dragons for, so it's only really these 3 that we care about. Obviously, Wise we do still care about, because Wise boots would be the best. And yeah, I will keep, like, all of them, just because, obviously, once we get boots, we can obviously start working towards, like, a helmet or, like, pants, for example. But yeah, I'm not sure how much longer I'll keep them, though, so we'll see. Also, the Dragonite did spawn, but they're not actually placing eyes now, which is kind of interesting. Maybe they're done. They could be done now. I'm fine with that. Also, my game is lagging like crazy right now. What is going on? I think I might need to restart my game, honestly. If they're done doing dragons, I think I will just restart my game. They're still in the lobby, though, so I don't know, maybe they're just trying to buy more eyes. I don't know what they're doing right now. But yeah, my frame rate has been kind of tanking. Like, I know my average frame rate says it's like 160, but I'm stuttering like all over the place. Because my minimums is quite low. As you see, it's dropping to 40. 40 lows right now. Which is kind of rough. Definitely something I can feel. Not the end of the world, though. I can definitely still continue grinding like this, but it's just a little annoying. Oh my god. Another ender belt, though. Not bad. Also, it looks like they are placing still. I can't really tell, honestly. They placed 3 eyes, but they're not placing the rest or something? I don't know. Oh, no, now they're placing. Okay, there we go. I think they were just waiting for someone to get ready. Another Wise Dragon I'll take. Protector is fine too, I guess. It is the one we were closest to, so that's dumping. We did destroy an Ender Crystal, but we didn't have inventory space for the actual crystal fragment, so no crystal fragment for us. Sag. Doesn't really matter too much, I don't really mind. They're not really worth anything, just because crystal armor is really not that good for us. Apparently it's like 700k on AH for some reason. I don't know why that's the case. Really shouldn't be, but hey, it's something. Pro money-making method. Craft crystal boots and sell them on AH. I guess. Another bestiary tier. We are getting so many dragon bestiary tiers. Oh my god. We have 20 dragon kills already. I think I only have like 100 dragon kills or something on my main profile, so we're getting kind of up there compared to my main profile. But yeah. Some more protected dragon fragments over there, which I will take. They are kind of expensive, but aren't they only like 100k a pop? They used to be like around 140k maybe. And it's not like the crystal boots are that good. It only takes 4 crystal fragments to make them. Look at crystal fragments right now. Okay, I guess they are 150k, huh? I didn't realize that. Yeah, I guess that's a lot more expensive than what they used to be. They used to be 100k. But I guess inflation is kind of going crazy. It has been for the last long time though, so not too surprising. We're spawning another dragon here, which I will continue to leech. Another old. They have gotten like protector old, protector old, protector old, young. Also, I died. Bruh. I guess that gives us a chance to sacrifice the Ender Belt, which I guess is something. Yeah, another dragon dead. Jesus Christ. Other Ender Boots as well, which I will also just sacrifice. They are like spawning so many old and so many protector dragons. It's kind of crazy. They shouldn't be more rare compared to the other dragons, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're not more rare than like wise or strong. Maybe they're a little more rare. I don't actually know. I don't actually know, no. Only some enchanted ender pearls, but hey, a little bit of dragon essence for sacrificing them. We'll take it. We do need a whole 500 if we want to upgrade our sea luck a perk again, so it's not like too much. I'm guessing they're doing it because they're doing dragons right now because of Diana, right? Yeah, they do give petty XP buff, and it does have lucky as well. Prices of items now. The stock of stocks are crazy. Yeah. Stock of stocks have gone up like crazy, honestly. And they just keep going up, man. They're like a crazy good investment. Unstable? Okay, that's something new. New record? I think that's the first unstable dragon we've killed. Yeah, because these unstable fragments have been from dungeons. So yeah, I think that's the first unstable dragon we've killed. Not bad. That's another 25 Skyblock XP. So now I think we are just missing the superior dragon. We're only 70 XP off the next level. We could definitely can go for it. I think we can get it through bestiary potentially. If not, we can at least get it through like something else. Also last breath. I guess that's why it's dying so fast. Maybe. I didn't think last breath would work on dragons though, since it's like a damage cap. But maybe it does actually. I'm not sure. Oh my god. This guy's getting really unlucky. Scava mining. Spawned 19 worms without a Scava. God damn. That is quite unlucky. Since it's supposed to be a 1 in 5. Yeah. It's not the most interesting gameplay right now, but we are actually making a decent amount of progress, even though we are just leeching someone else's dragons. But it is still very much worth doing. Someone almost trolled their eye placement. Another unstable, okay. We're getting some diversity in the dragons now, which I guess is something. They probably don't mind that, even though they obviously don't really want unstables either. They either pretty much want superiors, or they want, like... I guess it doesn't really matter for them, since they're going for pet, obviously. Which is like the only way you make any sort of profits on dragons, is just gambling for pet. If you get unlucky, obviously, then you're just screwed. But yeah, we're actually getting pretty close to the next combat level as well. I didn't realize how close we were, but we are pretty much there at this point. We're only missing 25k combat XP, which is really not that bad to get. So that's kind of exciting. That will also probably level us up. I do think we are getting a full 10 Skyblock XP. Yeah, we are. So that would level us up, actually getting the next combat level as well. There's a lot of ways we can level up right now. Just getting bestiaries is probably the most likely way we're going to level up, but taming level probably is getting pretty close to. Only 40%, so I guess it's still a bit ways off. Fishing, we could just get the level up on. Carpentry? Honestly, probably is not that hard to get up either. Could start crafting enchanted ender pearls. I think that would probably get us there, but I don't really think it's worth it. Keep killing the sealets when we can. There is definitely, at this point, like, less time that we're actually killing sealets versus the time that, like, dragons are spawning. Also, another unstable. I didn't pre-fire this one, so I'm not actually sure I can guarantee credit. I did get it, though, so nice. Not bad. Try to see if I can kill these two before they despawn. Okay, it's taken them a little longer to kill this dragon. Actually, I haven't. No, I should probably do that. Yeah, you're right. I did consider doing that. Also, holy lag. Will probably also be some bestiary tiers, which is obviously combat XP as well. I will do that probably pretty soon. There's a lot of things I really should do, because like something like getting the fairy souls as well would be another like 2 free skyblock levels or something. I have quite a few things I can do to like get more inventory space. I just kind of haven't bothered just because, I don't know. I just kind of haven't. Really no reason for me not to, but I'm kind of lazy, you know? Yeah, 13 unstable frags now. I guess that's something as well. I don't really know what to do with all these, like, dragon fragments. Because, like, I guess they're kind of worth keeping, but not really at the same time. It's kind of weird. It's kind of awkward. Awkward like that, you know? But yeah, so I will just clear my stash, because that location is getting kind of annoying. It is the summoning eye, which, bye, kind of does suck, but whatever. Haven't been bothered for making the series easier. Sounds like typical. Yeah. True. It's probably not the best thing for me to be doing it like a really hard Skyblock series, considering how lazy I am, but you know what? It's fun. That is my excuse. Also, a young dragon. That is nice. I would love to get credit for this. Please. I don't know if I can. Okay, I did. Thank God it's dead already. I did get lightning strike before it died, but hey. Another bestiary tier. Lol. I'm getting so many bestiary tiers, man. Oh, whoa, Diana. Mobs. That's another bestiary tier. Cool. We're gonna level up just from bestiary tiers at this rate. Yeah. It's not updating right now, but we are pretty close to leveling up just from bestiary tiers, I'm pretty sure. I'm not actually sure how many like bestiary tiers it hasn't updated for. It could be quite a few. Also, I have to make sure to actually get into the dragon's nest before they spawn the next dragon, because if they do, they will like block off and I won't actually be able to get credit for it. Also, just go down and sacrifice these 2 pieces while there's no mob spawning anyway. Potentially, we could get a summoning eye out of one of these. Just dragon essence. Don't really mind. And just ender pearls. Nothing too interesting. It is really rare to get the summoning eye from like the ender armor sacrifices though, so I'm not really too surprised. I'm glad. I mean, I haven't been very consistent with my uploads and stuff. I kind of left for a month, so that's probably why. Also, I haven't been doing it for a very long time. I'm trying my best to like kind of be as consistent as I can, but I'm pretty bad at it. But yeah. I can definitely feel it on like my latest video, for example, like because I haven't uploaded for a while, it's not really getting promoted as much as it would have been otherwise. But it will just take like a couple of weeks for it to like kind of get back to where it was. And yeah, I'm just kind of continuing making videos, and yeah, I will also probably be making a couple changes to my videos, because I have gotten some feedback to kind of like for people who are kind of like you know, new to the series, because I feel like for people who like you know, understand the concept of my Stories Log series, it's pretty easy to kind of follow along what's kind of going on, even if you don't watch every single episode. But for new people coming in, and because like I don't really have a viewer base at all, I have a couple of viewers like you, obviously, who are returning, but very few people are returning viewers. So I've kind of just not been very good at like introducing my series to new people. So people kind of like shy away from it just because they don't really understand the concept at all. Yeah, true. I mean, Palika used to be a lot more consistent though back in the day. And he also, like, when he made his main YouTube videos, he, like, it was a lot different. Like, YouTube was a lot different of a landscape, and he kind of was, he was really, really good at something, like, really, really good at PvP. And I'm, like, not, like, crazy good at, like, PvP or crazy good at Skyblock or anything. I'm honestly a pretty average Skyblock player. Maybe I have a few more hours than the average Skyblock player does have, but yeah. It was just a lot different of a landscape. And the thing about Skyblock content, there's a lot of people making Skyblock content out there. People like Swavey, people like Refraction, even though he's kind of not really being very active at the moment, but like, yeah. Yeah, I probably will start doing that. I did see that in my comment section as a suggestion, so I probably will start doing that. It does seem like a pretty good idea. Just because it doesn't really make too much sense. Obviously, I have the rules in the description, but no one reads descriptions. I know that. I don't read descriptions myself either. I do occasionally whenever I need like some extra context to like something, but it's very rare that I actually like you know, read descriptions. So I do feel like having like some sort of introduction for people who like are new is a good idea. It probably would help a lot. I have also seen like some suggestions that maybe I should make the video shorter, and I might try that out. Because obviously I've kind of been making pretty long videos compared to like a lot of Skyblock content creators. I mean, some people are like making 20-minute videos. Also, leave me alone. Am I not gonna get credit for this dragon, please? I'm out of arrows. Oh no. I'm not gonna get credit for this dragon. Please, Dreadlord Sword. No. It didn't clutch. Oh, I didn't get credit for that, young dragon. That means I won't get fragments. That actually sucks, though, because we were kind of close to young dragon. Oh, shit. Okay. Oops. I forgot to pre-fire. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, no dragon essence for me, no damage done. Sag. I think I get, like, yeah, 2 ender pearls. Yay. Yeah, oops. I can, but I kind of panicked. I couldn't really make it there in time. It gets deleted too fast. I was trying to make it over here to the Watcher so I could, like, kill them. But you can, yeah. I should maybe put, like, infinite quiver on this, or I should, like, unlock the quiver, maybe. That could also help. I have a lot of things I really need to do. I probably will start doing some more grinding off camera too, or like off stream, because there's a lot of like more boring tasks that I need to do. Something like, oh, bone beat. Okay, that's a level up. Okay, didn't expect to get the level up like that, but hey, we'll take it. But yeah, there's a lot of like more boring grinds that I still have to do. I didn't get the pre-fire on it, but I did get a hit though, so we're fine. Another protected dragon, which is not bad. New slot, exactly. Very nice. 21st slot unlocked. Very, very nice. Yeah. I'm still just continuing, like, slowly working my way towards, like, having enough inventory space. You were here, you were here. True. You're, like, the only person who was here for the first 21st inventory slot. You are a real one. Shoutouts to Sodaf for being here. We're at 30 protected dragon fragments now, which is nice. It is looking like we're gonna get, like, the first piece of dragon armor we're gonna get is gonna be protector, which I don't mind, honestly. But yeah. The HP is probably gonna be quite nice. We're still a little off, but we're making good progress. Maybe I should, like, be mining endstone while there's downtime, actually. Just for, like, Endermite bestiary. I don't know, probably not. Probably realistically not really worth it, but... I mean, I guess it's something to do. I'm kind of just hanging around. Also, did I drop the arrows? I think I dropped the arrows accidentally. Also, another protector. If I can get credit, please. I did. Perfect. That was good. All is good in the hood. More watchers, please. I need arrows. Kind of terrifying having, like, next to no arrows. Okay. Nice. These dragons are absolutely getting demolished, but hey. We'll take it. It's 3 fragments for us. 34 now. We are getting very close, actually, to getting the full 40 that's needed for the boots, which is quite exciting. I don't think it's worth, like, saving up and, like, going for the leggings, for example. I could potentially try to do that, but I don't know if it's, like, really worth it, realistically. Yeah. Obviously, it does depend on, like, kind of what more dragons comes along, because if we, like, start getting close to, like, the wise dragon boots, it might be worth to kind of just save up the protector dragon fragments, for potentially leggings, or maybe even a chest plate, maybe even a helmet, just because wise boots would be a much better, like, value for us for our wise fragments, just because of how big of an increase in damage getting wise dragon would be compared to what we have right now. So we do have some choices to make, but if this is just like another protector, for example, it is a wise dragon actually. Speaking of which, can I get credit? I did. Perfect. Okay. We did it. No worries. That's actually another bestiary milestone. Nice. Dragon 10, and that is bestiary milestone 29. Getting very close to that 50k combat XP, which is great. Very, very nice. Very solid. Hopefully this is 4 fragments. I don't know if it is. We did get 10th. I'm not sure, like, what placements you need to actually get, like, the 4 fragments. It is actually 4 fragments, so I guess it's maybe 10th. Maybe we have to get to 10th to actually get the 4 fragment. Not bad. We'll take it. Obviously, we have a ways to go now for level 22, but making progress ever so gingerly. Boom, boom, boom. It is getting a little late for me, so I probably will be ending stream pretty soon. I do want to see if we can, like, get 1 dragon piece or maybe, like, another summoning eye at least before I do go, but if not, that's also fine. I probably would have been able to get, like, at least a 2nd summoning eye if I wasn't, you know, trying to leech every single dragon, but because I am, it is obviously taking quite a bit longer just because we're staying in a lobby where there's no actual sealets. Yeah, another wise dragon, actually. Remember when I was talking about if they started spawning a whole bunch of wise dragons, we might have to, like, change our plans a little bit? Looking more and more like that will happen. Which I guess I don't mind, honestly. Getting wise boosts is a very big priority. So I definitely take that. It does mean we will have to wait until we get, like, 4 summoning eyes before we do a dragon, though. Because risking, like, boots is not going to be that worth it for us. But yeah. The next combat level is level 19, actually, which means we are kind of getting closer and closer to actually unlocking the Sealer Booster hideout, which would be a big increase in, like, the amount of Sealets we could potentially kill. We obviously won't be able to, like, one-tap Sealer Boosters or anything, but I think just being there with the extra amount of Sealets there are is still going to be, like, preferable, even if, like, we don't one-tap them. Especially because there is still, like, actually a kind of niche mechanic that I don't think many people know about, but actually if you don't one-tap a Sealet, your chances of dropping a summoning eye increases dramatically. Like, I think it's a plus 30% chance or something to drop a summoning eye if you don't one-tap a Sealet. Which is kind of weird. I don't really know why it's like that or why they implemented it. I'm guessing it's because they want to give like more encouragement to newer players and actually have them like have a realistic chance of dropping summoning eyes, but it's kind of a weird like mechanic that exists. Although it's not really still worth it, because like the amount more sealets you can kill by one tapping compared to the amount you can kill without one tapping is quite dramatic. So yeah, in general you should still be going for one tapping, but it is kind of like a niche mechanic that's kind of interesting. Also, this guy is like mining endstone. Is he going for the Endermite bestiary, or is he like... I guess he might be. I'm guessing he is, considering he's using a gauntlet and not a stonk. Dragon egg slowly still respawning. I feel like the last 30-40 minutes of the stream has just been me waiting for the dragon respawning and then like yoinking credit for a kill and then like waiting another 30-40 seconds for the dragon egg to respawn just for me to yoink another kill credit on like another young or wise or unstable or protector or old dragon. Another young dragon here, which actually means we are gonna be closer on the young dragon frags than we are on the protector dragon frags, which is also kind of interesting. Maybe we'll get young before we'll get protector, who knows? I don't know what the odds are of the specific dragon spawning, but I'm pretty sure it's like equal across the boards besides superior, which is like a lot rarer, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we are 29 young dragon fragments compared to the 27 from the... Or, actually no, wait, I lied. I was looking at the wrong one. We are still closest on protector, but young is getting closer. So, hey, that's something. So this Iron Man is just grinding Endermite bestiary, which is kind of crazy. I don't really know if it's worth, like, grinding for, honestly. But I guess if you need to complete the game, you need to do everything, so... Endermite bestiary is a part of everything. So hey, power to him. Good luck with his Endermite grinding. Another minus 100 bestiary, not bad. We have gotten quite a lot of like rituals, like mythological ritual bestiaries as well, which has been kind of nice. I do very much like the fact that they kind of, when they made the whole bestiary revamp, I feel like it's a lot better. I also just kind of like the concept of bestiary in general. Just kind of like, because you get rewarded for like pretty much just playing the game, you know? Not really much. We got like a young and a wise dragon, I think, in the last couple. And another wise, so that will bring us over halfway to the wise dragon boots, which I guess is kind of exciting. But yeah, nothing much, just still grinding away. Getting this dragon bestiary crazy high. We're at like, what, 30 dragon kills or something at this point? I don't know. We're getting quite up there. Just scrolling up, it's just so many bestiary tiers, oh my god. We also have gotten some rune crafting levels, which I guess is kind of interesting. It's not useful, but hey, I mean, we have rune crafting 6, so if they do the same thing with rune crafting as they did with carpentry and make it like an actual skill, I guess we're gonna get a little bit of Skyblock HP, which is nice, but yeah. No soup yet, no. They have gotten quite unlucky with the superiors. They have not spawned a single superior yet. But it is different people placing now, I think. The last dragon here was different people placing, so they might actually be done for now. So we'll actually see if they decide to place again, because they might actually be entirely done with dragons in this lobby. Which is a little bit of a shame. We didn't actually get to get any piece of dragon armor, but I guess we can also go back to grinding actual sealets now, so that's not too bad. But yeah. As I said before, it is getting pretty late for me though, so I think I'll go like for another 10 minutes maybe. and then I'll probably end up having to sleep. Just because I do have work tomorrow, so I can't be playing too late. Yeah. It's a little bit contested with the sealets too, but not too bad. Still a couple kills we can get here and there. Yeah. The chances of getting a special sealet should be just about 1 in 420, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a little bit lower, maybe like 1 in 400, but should be right around that amount. Which is not great, but it's, you know, it's something, I guess. We could potentially try to grind out like a legendary Enderman or something to boost that chance, but getting a legendary Enderman is extremely RNG dependent and a lot rarer than just, you know, doing it. Where I'm based, are you asking me where I live? I live in Denmark, if that's what you're asking. I'm not like a company that's like based in Denmark. Or I get. Can you say like a YouTube channel is like a company? It's kind of, it feels weird to say that a YouTube channel is like a company, right? But I mean, there's definitely some YouTube channels that are companies, right? Like something like Linus Tech Tips is kind of a company. But yeah. I don't know. Mr. Beast, I guess, is pretty much... I think there must be like a Mr. Beast Co. or something. Always just sounds weird when asking people where they live. Yeah, that's fair enough. I've had weirder people, though. I had a guy in my chat who, like, somehow found my private Instagram account, which was kind of crazy. I don't really know what happened or how he even did it, but it was a little weird. And yeah, so at least you're not doing that. Don't do that, by the way. Don't just, like, find people's private information on the internet. That's a little weird. I think they were, like, pretty young, though, so I don't think they meant harm by it. They just kind of did, you know, something a little weird. Yeah, that's just some level of parasocial, yeah. It is indeed. I was a little concerned, but... Sounds like a challenge to me. Oh, no. No. Do not try. I've been pretty bad at leaking, like, private information, though. I've leaked quite a lot of private information, both on this YouTube channel and my Twitch channel, which I used to stream on. Quite a while ago, but I did have a Twitch channel that I actually streamed on. I didn't really... I streamed a little bit of Minecraft, but mainly what I streamed on there was, like, actually PUBG, funnily enough. Is this your address? *******. Oh, yes, it indeed is. That is exactly where I live. How did you find that? Oh no, I'm gonna have to get a restraining order now. Do not go to my house, please. My biggest problem, honestly, like at this point, besides myself, has honestly been my parents. Because the thing about my parents is they're obviously of an older generation, but they're also kind of like, they're kind of technologically like okay. So they have like a YouTube channel, for example, and they know how to find my stream. And it's not like I've made the YouTube channels for them. And because, you know, they're of the older generation, they haven't really thought too much about privacy. Which means both their YouTube channels is literally just their full names. Like, their entire full names. Like, the first name, last name, and middle name. And they've, like, interacted with my videos and, like, been in my stream before. Which, you know, it's not that hard to find someone, you know, if you know their last name or, like, their parents' name, you know? But it hasn't been too much of a problem yet, so that's good. Yeah. Enchanted ender pearls. Grinding away slowly. We're making our way towards that combat level 19, which is pretty nice. It is something that we very much need to get our hands on. The faster the better, because honestly, the faster we can unlock the Sealet Bruiser hideout, the better. Oh, also another endstone protector. We should have enough Sealet kills to actually get, like, drops as well, maybe? The problem is you do still need damage as well, like, as well as Sealet contribution. Which means I'm not even sure, like, even with the whole 150 Sealets, which we should be at, honestly. I'm not actually entirely sure if we are, but we should be. I'm not actually sure if that's, like, enough. So, yeah. And how much do I do with, like, right-click? Yeah, you're right. I kind of shouldn't really bother with bow. I might not have been you, but there was a guy who was, like, telling me not to bother with bow. I guess it's still bestiary, so that's something. Endstone protector free, not bad. That Endstone protector died fast, though. Oh my god. Must have been someone with, like, good ferocity setup. Killing it. Nothing special it looks like, though. Yeah, no. Just Endstone Rose. Tragically. How many seedless did we contribute? Yeah, we did actually contribute a whole 393, which is nice. Oh, yeah, okay, you probably should go to 3. Yeah, I will be ending in just a moment here. I do want to see maybe there's like a bestiary tier or something I could end that. That would make sense. Oh, Endstone. 7. That's something. Is that where I end stream? Nah. You know what? There's like 50 kills for the next bestiary tier for Airsilets, and I think I'll end stream then once we get that. It should give us a pretty good chance of getting a summoning eye, but we could also obviously get unlucky and just not drop one. That is how it is with any RNG things. You're like an hour behind me? Yeah. That's pretty nice. That's not too bad, though. It's a lot worse if you live in, like, the US. I do have a couple US viewers, which, you know, are quite far behind. I do try to stream at, like, a pretty normal time where, like, at least people have a chance of being awake, even if they're not, like, EU specifically, but, yeah. Obviously, I am EU-based myself, so it's not like I can really stream when, like, American people are awake. I can, like, kind of, but, you know, it's not, like, gonna be peak hours or anything for when people are watching Skyblock streams. Not that I even know when that is, but yeah. Yeah. Should be getting pretty close to this bestiary level. I don't know how many. There's actually a dragon being spawned here as well. Another dragon. I guess that's something we can do. Pretty much no dragon will give us enough shards for an actual dragon piece, but yeah, Wise. That's nice. I'll take Wise. We did also get a hit on it, so no reason to keep shooting. Yeah, it's getting absolutely deleted. Kind of as I expected, but yeah. Generally, English speaking get hit. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is kind of what I try to do. I try to stream around like 5 p.m. I did stream a little bit later today just because I didn't really have time before now. Or like before like I think I started streaming at like 6 something. But yeah. It is also 9 p.m. at this point for me, so it's getting a little late. I don't have to be up super early for work tomorrow, but I do have to be up at a reasonable time, so I shouldn't be going to sleep at like 2 a.m. or something like that. Yeah. A little bit more downtown here. I do want to check how many seedless kills we are off. Just making sure it's not taking too long. Yeah, we are only 17 seedlet kills off, so shouldn't be too bad. How many have we killed in total, actually? I do want to see that. Yeah. We already have a 1.3 thousand seedlet kills, which is kind of crazy. We have only dropped, like, 2 summoning eyes in that amount, so that's honestly kind of unlucky. You should have, like, at least 3 summoning eyes at that point, but hey, RNG is RNG. Oh, wow. Okay. That sounds pretty rough. You really should be going to sleep, probably. Yeah. Oh my god. This green star guy is kind of getting on my nerves. He's like running around like crazy, man. How am I supposed to compete, man? He has like 500 speed. Grr. And there it is. Okay, well, we didn't end up dropping another summoning eye, which is kind of a shame. Realistically, we should have like 3 eyes by now, but obviously we lost one, and then I've kind of been getting quite unlucky, so yeah. But anyway, I've been live for like 3 hours now. I feel like that's a pretty good time to end it. I'm getting tired as well. Getting hungry. I actually completely forgot to eat the food I was given. I just realized my mom got me food and I just didn't eat it. Oops. Well, anyway. One more dragon, maybe? We can squeeze in here. But they're summoned, and then I will absolutely have to go. So what is this? Huh? Okay. An old dragon? Not really something we're after. I died. I won't even be able to get kill credit. Whatever. It's fine. Stream's ending. I have to go to sleep soon. I don't know what my mom got me. Tastes very weird. Can't really show them, but got me some weird candy balls. I'm gonna go eat these, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Anyway, have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the stream, everyone. And yeah, we didn't get too much progress done. We did get like 3 Skyblock levels though, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, bye. Ugh.